Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Today we're going to play as the good guys. 110%. It's true. It's totally true. And how are we going to play this goody goodness, I hear you ask? Well, there's a really effective measure I'm going to take straight away that will prevent evil. Now, you might call this move evil inherently, and I hear you. I hear you. But for the safety and security of the goodness of this streaming series, I'm going to be taking executive authority only when it... so I'll take an executive authority, an unlimited veto on options chosen that are evil. So we're still going to vote for things. We'll still RP. We'll still have politics. Okay. And what we're going to do is if people suggest options like, I don't know, let's build a Colossus and crack a planet, I'm just going to veto that at an executive level and we won't vote on the evil options. So, also I need to say a massive thank you before we get into it. I need to say a massive thank you to Pantheon and Woodmansea for submitting empires, not just for this campaign, but for other campaigns as well. If you want to submit an empire that will be featured in the live streams, in RP videos that I do, in campaign videos, if you're a researcher tier or higher, please go to the Discord, go to hashtag Empire Submissions, and submit an empire. If you do that, then you'll be able to see them. Actually, they're kind of over there. Yeah, they're over there, aren't they? Wait, am I pointing in the right direction? No, this way. Yes, I was pointing the right way first time. Perfect. Okay, it's up there. Damn it. Stop cutting my fingers out. Stupid computers. Right, up there. That way. That direction there. Dr. Dictator's Cyber Corpsorization and the Voidborn Bowel Remnant are creations of both Pantheon and Woodmansea. Thank you. So, this empire is a submitted one. Yes, these are submitted empires. We're going to design our empire first. So, I'm going to start off with one of the most important selection choices, and that is, what's our portrait going to be like? Okay? What should we start with for a portrait here? So, start shouting out what you'd like to see. You can pick anything. I mean, no portrait is inherently evil, so any portrait is available to us. And if you think a portrait is inherently evil, you're xenophobic, you're evil yourself. Whichever thing I see the most of will then go to that category. So, you know, write it once, write what you'd like to see. I'll ignore multiple spams. I'm seeing Infernals. I'm seeing robots. I'm seeing Lithoid. I'm seeing Jeff mentioned a few times. Do we just want to play as Jeff? I'm seeing Necroid mentioned quite a few times. We could just play as Jeff, you know. I mean, where's Jeff gone? Jeff's not evil. Jeff's the good guy, right? It's perfect. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, shouts Ghosty Fish. Not a woman throwing out swords from a lake, says Army of Rubber Duck. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Plants. All right, we'll put up for a vote then. Fine. Okay. Plants already has plus 5%. Necroids. Let's see what else. Jeff is old news. I'm seeing Cyberpunk a few times. I'm also seeing Aquatic. No, that's not what I want to do. New poll, please. Species type. Yes. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, a copy, and a paste. We'll just have a quick 2-minute poll on that one. Origin has to be Toxic God. Well, I mean, the thing is, if we want Toxic God, then what we can't be is Nomadic. Because Nomadic and Toxic God are very mutually exclusive. Now, we don't have to be Nomadic. We don't have to be Nomadic at all. But if we do take Nomadic... Where's Toxic God? There it is, yes. Cannot be Nomadic and Toxic God. So, The new Necroid is the closest how we gaseous aliens. Oh, yes! This fellow, the Vapor, who very much looks like an ethereal or an elemental, whatever they're called, from, I think it's ethereal from World of Warcraft. Does Cyberpunk include robots? No, it does not. It's the cybernetics set. So it's these ones, these folks that become more robotic but aren't. Currently, how's the vote going? Necroids is winning with 42% of the vote on YouTube. On Twitch, Aquatic is winning with 40%. On YouTube, there's been 50 votes. On Twitch, there have only been about 15. So please vote. You've got another 40 seconds or so. Defender of the Galaxy has to be everywhere. Nomadic sounds nice. What's the goal of the campaign? The goal of the campaign is to beat a 25 times Crisis with Defender of the Galaxy. Yeah, that's it. And remain the good guy throughout, okay? The main overarching goal is to remain the good guy. I don't mind if we die at the end, as long as we haven't given up the path of goodness. You know, it's better the galaxy burn than we do something evil. That way no one can call me evil. Unless you're going to start claiming that through doing good things we've let a greater evil happen, but we're not going to get into that kind of philosophical debate right now. That's not, yeah, no. Are we doing all Crisis? Well, we have to do at least 2 crises if we take Defender of the Galaxy. So, there's that. There's that. There's that. Right, Aquatic won on Twitch, but there were only 20 votes. 22. On YouTube, Necroids won with 37%. Aquatic had only 10% of the vote, so that does mean Necroids has won overall. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pick some Necroid portraits. So, what are the numbers here? I'm going to label these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Start spamming me with a number that you want to see. I'm already going to put 16 in because that one's been requested. Can Necro be good guys? If you don't think they can, then you are a space racist crypt hound. Just because of the way they look, you think they're evil. Also, we need to go with 15, 14, 13, 12. We need to with 12. 12 is Jeff. Yeah, 9. This is 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 is Jeff. We're putting 12 in there. I'm also seeing... What am I seeing otherwise? 7's being mentioned. 3, 6, 7 is that one. Okay. No, they just look Necroid. They don't have to have the necrophile. What's the devil's the trait? Necrophage. They don't need the necrophage trait. They could just look like a Necroid and not have the necrophage trait, okay? I am showing off my earthly disguise. No, it's a paid actor, Gestalt Mine. He's really good at the lip sync, but every now and then it doesn't work quite right. It's just not the best. You know what I mean? It's just not the best. But mostly it's really good with the lip syncing. Yeah. We should play Knights. They get some unique content for the Defender of the Galaxy. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'm also seeing... what am I seeing? Yeah, I'm seeing 12 being mentioned as well. We've already got that one in. And I'll put 4 in. There we go. It's going to be a lightning round. We'll just do a quick 1-minute vote. Get ready to vote, ladies and gentlemen. The vote's about to appear on your voting screens. Start your voting! Okay, the vote's now on your screens. You should have seen it for the last moment or two, to be honest with you. Can we use Necroid Portrait and not be Necroid? Yes, you can use a Necroid Portrait and not be Necrophage. You don't have to take the Necrophage origin to be a Necroid. You also don't have to be a Necroid to take Necrophage. Where the devil's it gone? It exists. I swear it's real. There it is. Look. You just have to be not Xenophile, not Fanatic Egalitarian, not a machine, not a bunch of civics, and also not a machine. Yeah, don't be machine twice over. I think they've kind of done overkill there. Jeff pads are evil. From my point of view, they're not evil, actually. So, yeah. No. So, what are your voting options? We have 4, 7... 12 and 16. 16 is the new one, Vipra the Vapors. And ladies and gentlemen, 16 is one. We are now playing the Vipra Vapor species. Okay. First off, are we playing Nomadic? I'm just going to put that out there as a binary choice. Okay. You're saying yes, of course, but we don't have to play nomadic. We could play not nomadic. Oh yeah, I guess I'm just a space racist. Yeah, Crypto, you damn space racist. And next you're going to be telling me that all of the next you're going to be telling me that it's only the mammalians that can give you space AIDS. Crypto? You know that's not true, Kryptona. Any of the species types can contract space AIDS. So, just saying. Right, where did we go? We had Necroid. There's Necroid. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to pick a name list first off. Do we want a Necroid name list? Does anyone feel strongly about the name list while you're voting on the Nomads thing? Will this live stream be translated into Brazilian Portuguese later? I've got no idea. I don't do the translating. That's up to YouTube. Are other live streams on the channel translated into Brazilian? Because if they are, then the answer is yes, it will be. And if they're not, then the answer is probably no. So whatever the last live stream was translated into, then that will give you an answer for what this one will be translated into. Oh, I probably should do that button up. Oops. Actually, no, it's too warm for that. Good lord. Whew. The fleet name, which fleet? Necroid 2 is the best. The fleet name's awesome. I do quite like Necroid 2. Wait, those are weird. From times ahead, amidst the brave, of strength carried, on sunrays calling, in darkness lost. That sounds very good, guy. Not sure about these Egyptian names, though. You know, I'm not sure about those. Ice Smithy Boy, I am also melting in the UK right now. That is very true. Right, we are playing Nomads. It was a very close vote. 53 to 47 on YouTube, 54 to 46 on Twitch. Doesn't mean we can't settle, though. Eh? 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 Oh, okay. So, now let's think about our ethics. Start suggesting ethics. You know, I'm gonna put some good guy ethics up there to begin with. Xenophile and egalitarian, I'm just going to put there on the list. I'm seeing spiritualist. Xenophobic is not a good guy ethic. I'm using that executive authority to veto. 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 I'm also seeing materialist. Yeah, okay. Materialist. So this is just the first ethic. We'll vote on, we'll vote for one ethic, we'll vote for another, and then we'll vote for a third ethic, or to have one of those first two ethics become fanatic. Start your voting! You know, I want to be the good guy, so I'm going to add in plus 20 for egalitarian. Perfect. That puts egalitarian up to only 40%. Oh, god damn it, people. Come on, vote egalitarian. Let's be the good guys. Everyone knows the egalitarians are the good guys. Let's do it. I need to spend my Montu lobby. Where did it go? There it is. Down to 96. It's a carryover from previous Montu lobbies. Egalitarian's now winning with a total of 45% of the vote on Twitch, and on YouTube it has 59% of the vote. Huzzah! Woodmansey says, ew. No, Woodmansey, egalitarian. Look, I just love freedom, comrade. I love freedom. Benevolent authoritarianism is technically possible, though the technicality there, I'm going to say that basically authoritarianism and xenophobic are evil. Militarism could be good, and pacifism could be good, but both could also be evil. Xenophilic and egalitarian are definitely good. Materialist and spiritualist could also be, I think they're kind of neutral. Did I miss your super chat, Talkver? Oh, I did, sorry. It would be funny to see you do Defender of the Galaxy while ferrying humans around on a forever cruise. You know you want to do it. Oh, no. No. No, please. I don't want to. We'll add that into the origin list. Talk about what do I... Oh, damn it. What do I need to... Oh, I don't want to play that one. I don't want to play that one very much. I just have to not be xenophobic. Well, that'll be quite easy to achieve. Kentucky mushrooms. Kentucky mushrooms. Right, egalitarian is winning. I'm just going to slot that bad boy in there straight away. Xenophile is automatically good, laughs in Slanesh. Slanesh is not so... Xenophile is an automatically good ethic. Just because you're xenophilic doesn't mean you can't be evil. I mean, like, a fanatic authoritarian xenophile would be evil. Or, you know, yeah. Let's end the poll there. So, start hitting me with what else you'd like to see as ethical choices. I'm vetoing authoritarian or xenophobic, obviously. Hello, Matthew. Hi, I watched you for years. First time chatter. You got the best Paradox videos. Thank you very much. Wish there were YouTubers that covered other Paradox games as well as you cover Stellaris. Nothing comes close. Really? I thought some of the EU4 and Hearts of Iron content creators do quite well. I'm seeing Militarist. Thank you as well for the support. That's amazing. That's massive. Thank you very much, Matthew. Let me just check what the full... Matthew T-Lurgy. T-Lurgy? Is that one word? Oh, Matthew Tyler G. Matthew Tyler G. I can read. I'm smart. I'm smart. Thank you very much, though, Matthew. And welcome. Right, militarist. Because that can be... I can't spell. Militarist. Okay. Hello from Hamburg. Fantastic. How warm is it where you are, Funny? How warm is it? So I'm seeing pacifist be mentioned as well. We've already voted on Xenophile once, so I'm... Actually, yeah, fine. If people are shouting for Xenophile, I'll put it in. And I'm seeing spiritualists as well. Matthew, would you like your donation to be a lobbying? Would you like some lobby points as well? Because if you're planning on lobbying, I can convert that into lobby points and put it up in the top of the screen, wherever the top of the screen is. Is it up there? It's up there. Yeah, okay. I'm so confused because I'm inverted to you. Like, I've been flipped. I'm not mirrored. And I feel like I should be mirrored. Ugh, so confusing. I hate these camera things. Oh, I've not put the vote up on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. There's the ethic number 2 vote. Please, please. Vote away. How do I get out of subscriber-only chat jail? Are you a subscriber? Cryptona. Are you a subscriber? Because if you're a subscriber, you should just be able to chat. You only have to have been a subscriber for 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes. Basically, it stops the bots. We were getting loads of bots on the live stream. It was a nightmare. It was constantly like, hey, look, I got titties. Want to see my titties? From basically our AI bots with AI titties. And then I changed it over to be subscriber only, subscribe for 5 minutes. And the titty bots, they can't be bothered to subscribe for 5 minutes. They're like, arrive, subscribe, can't write, leave instantly. So it just solved it. You know, no more AI titty bots. Huzzah. But, Crypt, I don't know why you're stuck in that jail. Wait 5 minutes. Just wait 5 minutes. Surely you've been subscribed for more than 5 minutes, though. I don't know. Wait, wouldn't the mirror Montu be the good Montu? Exactly. Yeah. At the moment, 22, but we hit 31, 32 this week. In the south, it's much warmer. Yeah. South of Europe is like about 40 degrees now. Thank God they've got lower humidity there. Do you want to see my titties? No, I'm not showing you my titties, Dinka. And I don't know why I'm doing that weird accent. That was egregious. Utterly egregious. You'll try tomorrow, Keeper344. What are you going to try tomorrow? Thank you for the gifted membership as well. Okay. Pacifist has won on Twitch. But on YouTube, Militarist has won. Oh, good lord. Okay. Right, final. Final ethic. I'm going to put... Start telling me which one you'd like to see. So far, Fanatic Egalitarian and Fanatic Militarist are both in there. Don't you think you're setting your goal to be good throughout the playthrough too high, Montu? No. I can do it. For I am Montu the good guy. And there'll be no more questions. Thank you. No more questions. I'm seeing Xenophile again. And I am seeing a lot of materialist chatter. We can't be pacifist because we're militarist. Prepare for the penultimate plan. Prepare for the last ethic. The vote will be on your screen momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. And away we go. My nose is growing. What? I mean, your nose and your ears continue to grow throughout your life as a human. That's what I'm told anyway. Ah. So he didn't go with the popular vote. I've gone with the popular vote. I've gone with the popular vote. Don't say I haven't gone with the popular vote. Xenophile is currently winning, and you know what? I'd be into that. Militarist egalitarian Xenophile feels like the ultimate good guy knight defender of the galaxy playthrough, right? Because by being by being egalitarian Xenophile, we're saying we love everyone and everyone in the galaxy is equal. That's pretty good guy stuff. It's a bit woke, you know? But then by being militarist, we're saying we have a duty to fight. And not just we, everyone. We love all of you and we love you equally. And you all together collectively have a duty to fight for the rights of the galaxy to party. Anyway. Let's go who America think they are with materialists. No, America are spiritualist. What are you talking about? Don't they have one nation under God? I mean, like, that's a theocracy. That's the kind of crap theocracy spell. Egalitarian militarist Xenophile confirmed. No. America, I would take oligarchic, spiritualist, militarist, authoritarian. Because if you want to RP America, you do need stratified economy living standards. Under God wasn't there, I believe it was until the 1960s. Pretty sure Under God got added in the 60s or 70s. Pretty sure. We have separation of church and state. Well, yeah, you do, sure, to some extent. But you can't really get elected as an atheist in America. America is not spiritualist unless freedom is your religion. I don't know. America's the most religious Western nation by like a long mile. By like a long stretch, isn't it? America is more materialist than theocratic. We worship consumerism and tech. I would argue that that is a spiritual level of worship, whereas materialism would be more like, I don't know, a country which takes it, somebody throwing a snowball in their legislative center as a reasonable, you know, and I say reasonable. A lot of people thought it was bat poo crazy, but throwing a snowball to prove that scientists are wrong does not sound very materialistic. Just to cherry pick for a moment. Xenophilic. We're going xenophilic. Let's do it. Okay. Let's now look at our good guy picks. What do we want? What do we want for civics? We're going to do civics first. So your options are astrometeorology, beastmasters, Byzantine bureau. Actually, first off, do we want to be democratic or oligarchic? Wait, actually, I'm going to veto this. We're democratic. We're good guys. Nomadic military commissariat. Democratic. Democratic. We're here to spread the democracy, y'all. So, I'm seeing Beacon of Liberty. That's possible. I'm also seeing Crusader Spirit. I think I'm still in jail, but I think I solved it. What was the solution, Crypt? I've got no idea. Congratulations. Thank you for the super chats as well. I'm sorry you've had to do that to get out of jail. Civil education could be good. You know, we're going to educate the people. Diplomatic Corps. Jaeger Panther. Diplomatic Corps is The fact you added an E on to the end of that, I assume it's an autocorrect, but that is terrifying. The diplomatic corpse, Civic. We will all be dead. Whoa, Megacorps can be the good guys. Sell them salvation for a price. Yeah, it's easier for a rich man for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter heaven. And I'm gonna go with a Christian teaching here. If we take Megacorp, we categorically, under the teachings of Jesus Christ, cannot be the good guys. No mega corporation can, because we like profits, and rich people are inherently not good according to the Bible. So, yeah. Let's follow Jesus' teachings and be good and not take Megacorp. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Just donate everything before the end of the game and you are good. No, I'm not sure that's how it works. I'm not sure that little loophole. Like, we're not going to be Jewish about this and try and take the whole thing as like, okay, what are the loopholes here? But you can be a mega church. I'm gonna say I don't think mega churches are the good guys necessarily. No. Was Jesus an anti-prophet prophet? I'm not entirely sure. I need one more. I'm gonna put diplomatic corps in. We will be voting on a second Civic in a moment, so don't worry if your Civic hasn't been put in. We're doing Beacon of Liberty, Crusader Spirit, Civil Education, and Diplo Corps. We won't be voting on any of these again, okay? So if this fails, if you don't get what you want from these options, or if your option is here and it's not voted in, I'm sorry, but we're not voting in that one again. But you can be a worker cooperative. But maybe everyone in the worker corp is rich. That sounds evil too. I don't actually know what. I don't actually know how that sentiment works if you've got redistribution of wealth. Like, if everyone's rich, is everyone evil? My brain hurt. No, thank you. Okay, what do all of these mean exactly? So, Beacon of Liberty. That means we're a shining beacon of light in a sea of darkness. More unity, reduced empire size from pops, more refugee attraction, and we can smuggle people out easier from evil empires. Crusader Spirit. We cannot conquer anyone. We must use liberation wars. And we get Crusaders. The lack of guidance creates weak minds, which easily succumb to corruption and plunge into decadence. This society has assumed the self-imposed mantle of bringing enlightenment to the masses through aggressive proselytizing. I think that could be good. Depends on how we play it, so I'm going to play it as good. Civil education, I missed out. That's basically, we're going to educate everybody. We have, education. If everyone is rich, then everyone is poor, because the cost of goods scales with average wealth of total population. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? It depends, Smithy boy. And given we've not actually tried it, we don't have empirical data on that. That's just a hypothesis, so I don't know. I couldn't really answer that, could I? Diplomatic Corps means we get more envoys, more trust cap, more diplo weight, more improved relations bonuses. Basically, we're really good at talking to people. And the people love us. Crusaders could be a bit too evil, yeah. I'm going to add 10 points in for Beacon of Liberty, just so we don't have to worry about this. We also don't actually have to fight anyone as Crusader Spirits, so... Is there a possibility we can turn evil later on? I won't do it. I won't do that, don't worry. So, Beacon of Liberty 1 on Twitch with my plus 10, 43 to 33. Not on Twitch, on YouTube. On YouTube, Beacon of Liberty 1 with my plus 10, 43 to 33. Crusader Spirit with 33. On Twitch, Crusader Spirit 1 with 38 to Beacon of Liberty 35. So without me, we wouldn't have become a beacon of liberty in a sea of darkness. You can all say thank you now. What just happened? What just got disconnected? Oh god. Oh, tell me it's not the SSD again. Oh, the cable is dodgy. I just nudged something on the desk. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. It'll probably be fine. Don't worry, everyone. Right, second Civic. I'm seeing Caravan Masters with Woodman C Super Chat. Fair enough. What else would you like to see? These are your options, ladies and gentlemen. Citizen service, yes. It is the citizens' duty to fight for the Republic. The great Republic upon which we stand. I'm seeing meritocracy. Meritocracy, I'm going to add that in. I'm also seeing merchant guilds. No, that makes us evil because being rich is evil, damn it. Being rich is evil. We're not doing that. No, pleasure seekers is evil. You're all for flight schools. The problem with flight schools is you can't really utilize the bonus because you have to vassalize people and that'd be evil. I see deep sleep. Yeah, I'm going to put that in. Oh, crowdsourcing has been super chatted. Deep sleep is going away. Crowdsourcing is entering the chat. Caravan masters, meritocracy, citizen service, and crowdsourcing. Ladies and gentlemen, start your voting! Vassals are fine, right? As protectorates, no. Only if they come to us and they ask to become our vassal, it's reasonable then. It's unreasonable for us to declare a war for vassalization. It's unreasonable us and evil if we, meritocracy. Why is it not meritocracy? That is a typo. The T came before the I don't know. I think if they ask to be our vassal, that's fine, as long as we give them a good contract, right? But if we shouldn't be proposing vassalization unless it's to help them and we can demonstrate its helpfulness, and we definitely shouldn't be declaring war. Liberation wars are good. Yes, definitely. Make those vassals. No, you were so close, Jimmy. Liberation wars could be good, especially to free slaves and stuff. Definitely, that can be a good guy thing. But if we then vassalize those liberated nations, we've just taken away their rights, you see. That's evil. You were so close, and then you went, nyong. Ah. So, what are we doing currently? Currently, we're getting citizen service. How does that one work, if you wanted to know? So, service guarantees citizenship. This one will actually be really good for us. Plus unity per 100 soldiers. As nomadic, we're going to have a shed ton of soldiers. Okay, so that is like all the unity in the damn world. Yes. Are you doing your part? Full citizenship and the political responsibility that comes with it is limited to those who have served a tour of duty in the military. Remember, service guarantees citizenship. Would you like to know more? Antoine. Oh, goodness, no. Oh, there's a question. Thank you very much. Let's read through our question. First, I'm actually going to check out the poll. So, Caravan Masters is winning on Twitch with 41. On YouTube, Citizen Service is winning with 39. Second place is Caravan Masters with 28. Gonna... So I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to your question, Antoine. Pretty sure it's A. No, where is it? Oh, I misread. Yeah, I feel it's Sheshka Malak, but I could be wrong. Liberating people just to make them vassals. That is very American. Yeah, I know. I know, I'm like, come on, people. Liberating temporarily. Protectorates only so they benefit from 80% research. Vassals with subsidies only like Bulwark. Yeah, that kind of thing I think is fine if they ask to be vassals. We shouldn't be forcing them to be vassals, and we shouldn't be bullying them into it with a large military. Okay, Citizen Services won on YouTube with 42%. Caravan Masters won on Twitch. Wrong, shouts Woodman C. What do you mean wrong? Is it not A? So let me read Antoine's thing out. First, I'm going to take Citizen Service. I'm going to look into Origins now. We can't be heirs of the Khan. First off. So, Wayfarers, Nomads, and Exiles. Here is question for a lizard. Question. Shalaku Milem Sunak. Zarabi Melasuk. Answers. A. Shashka Malak. B. Tritnali Dasumara. C. Kunak Dekirak. D. Sklork. I believe the answer is A. Shashka Malak. Is it A. Shashka Malak, Antoine? Is it A? Is A all right? I'm pretty sure it's Shashka Malak. I should go to live chat, not top chat. I'm probably missing people. No. I'm not choosing Starship Troopers fascist civic. No. Whoa. Hold up. Citizen service is not a Starship Troopers fascist civic. This is the same policy that the Roman Republic had. And the Roman Republic weren't inherently evil, like as a nation, compared to other nations of the time. Having it so that in order to vote, you have to serve a term of duty in the military, which means you're giving back to the galaxy because the military fights for the liberation and freedom of the galaxy, of all peoples, all sapiens. This is reasonable. Only when you've demonstrated the hard work and you've put your life on the line do you have the right to vote for what the nation should do. That is not evil and fascist. That is reasonable. Starship Troopers is fascist, but this one policy isn't the entirety of Starship Troopers. In Starship Troopers, you had first of all, I'm pretty sure citizens didn't get the right to vote. Did they? Did they even have the right to vote? Can I recall? Am I recalling correctly? Didn't they get rid of the democracies? They get rid of the democracies. The junta gets in power, and then the military junta is like in charge of everything. Roman Republic, the leading slave state on the entire peninsula, not evil. I'd like to point out there, slave is kind of technically more of a social class. It's not like modern slavery. It's closer to like an indentured servitude, I guess. But, you know, it's less than a freeman, less than a plebeian. Only citizens are allowed to vote. Honestly, I don't think it's unreasonable. This one, given our nation is all about fighting to defend the galaxy, I think it's reasonable to limit the voting to those who either have fought or have a dispensation. I'm going to include in this one that if you are physically unable to fight, you don't lose your right to vote. If you are physically able to do your tour of duty, and also citizen service, of course, you could just get an admin job in an office somewhere. That doesn't mean you have to go and actually fight on the front lines, for God's sake. The book is far more complex. Starship Troopers. In the film, serving gets you the vote. Yeah, it wasn't like that in the book, though, if I recall. In the book, it was more complicated than that. And the government's very xenophobic. Exactly. We are egalitarian xenophile militarists. Right. Do people think citizen service is actually evil here? If you do, please outline why you think citizen service is inherently evil, and in what you know, whose rights are we trampling on, and how is it evil? Welcome to Montu's Rationalized. No. Like, we're not falling at the first hurdle here. Is it evil? If it is, if we all think it's evil, if we all think citizen service is inherently evil, we'll vote for something else. But I don't believe this is. All we've done is limit the right to vote based on whether or not you are an adult in our society. And let me go through this. So, in order to become an adult, you have to do your national service when you turn of age. This national service either means you serve it directly in the military with a gun, or you do an admin job for the military, or something, you work for the state. And then after that, you get the right to vote. Basically, what we're saying by this is adults can vote. If you say adults can vote is evil, yeah, if you think national service is evil, I'm also confused. Please explain how national service is inherently evil. It's not evil, you're just making them do their time in the military. Yeah, it's mandatory military service as a militaristic nation. I mean, we're egalitarian. Everyone has to do their part. I don't see that as inherently evil. You also don't have to fight. You know, if you don't want to fight, you could take an admin job. Or, like, logistics or something. I mean, there's so many roles to do in the military. National service is evil. Case in point, Switzerland. Switzerland isn't evil. What? The entire idea of democracy is the population gets to put in brakes on the whole project. Without representation, your system might force actions your actual population can't support at the moment. So the problem is we are limiting the vote, as all democracies do, to certain people. This is adults. To be an adult, you have to have done your military, your national service. Citizen service is actually less evil than national because it's voluntary. Yes, you don't have to do citizen service. You can volunteer for your national service. The point is, if you don't volunteer, you just don't qualify as an adult, so you don't vote. You can do it at any point in your life. It's not evil. It's just a quirk of our nation. And if you think it's evil, honestly, I'm starting to get worried about where we draw the line with evil here, people. Like, it strengthens social cohesion, yeah. Most military jobs are not combat arms directly. Exactly. We're not forcing you to shoot at people. We're also not even at war. Like, what? If there is a non-military option, yes, there are many non-military options. For example, catering. You could work as a chef and do cooking of food for people for 3 years. You could work in the accounts division. You could work, you know, I mean, that does technically involve, like, dealing with the numbers for buying and selling of weapons, I suppose. But there's a whole host of things. There's probably, like, you could work in legal. You could work in the oversight. You know, you could do your national service for the oversight committee and the oversight board that checks on the military to make sure they're not doing evil things. Basically, I think if you're saying it's evil, at this point you're trolling. Yeah, let's disregard the stupids and continue. Right. Let's not talk about origins. We can pick Prosperous Unification, Void Dwellers. We can technically pick Forever Cruise. If you vote for this, I will hate you, and I will land that ship as quickly as possible, and we will no longer play Nomadic. Be warned. Be warned, ladies and gentlemen. You can do whatever Neil Patrick Harris did in Starship Troopers. Oh my god. Voidfarers, shouts Woodmansea. So, Prosperous Unification, Voidfarers. I'm not... The Evolutionary Predators is evil. Synth Fertility, I'm going to say is evil. Rift World is not evil. We could do that one. Overtuned is evil. Common Ground is not evil. And actually, we could do Common Ground. I think starting with a Federation would be very, very not evil. Clone Army would also not necessarily be evil, though a little odd. Treasure Hunters is all about searching for treasure, which then makes you rich, which makes you evil if we're going by Jesus' teachings, which I'm also using as a moral guide for this. All right? I'm gone biblical. And Lost Colony is possible too. So let's go with Common Ground. I'm going to put Lost Colony in. I'm going to put Voidfarers. The option for working for the society or state in other ways makes it not evil. Don't want to work in the military? Go work for a state orphanage for 10 years and you get to be a citizen. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You just have to do your term of duty for the Republic if you want to vote. You also don't have to do your service if you don't want to vote. Darth Sasquatch had bits submitted for Origin. Let me find that. Yes. The Khan Origin is not available, though, Sasquatch. I did see your bits. Pick something else. Because it's physically not possible because we're not oligarchic, dictatorial, or imperial. Citizen service is a virtue that goes back to the patriot militias of the American Revolution. It's not evil. Ooh. Oh, is it? It goes back to the patriot militias of the American Revolution. Well, the patriot militias were evil. They were very ungentlemanly and they shot at officers. So actually, now I'm starting to think maybe it is evil. Citizen service can be anything like exploration, science, colonial development. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, McKaylee. Forever Cruise. All right, I'll put Forever Cruise up. What proves the USA isn't evil? Matthew, yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, so I was in Boston a couple times last year, and I went to... I did like the duck tour. I don't know if you know the duck tour where you go around. If anyone knows Boston, this is this duck tour where you go around on like they've got these World War II landing craft that they've repurposed into tour buses. You can drive around Boston on, and then you go around the water as well. And on it each tour guide tells you different facts. This tour guide was telling us all about the Revolutionary War. You know, the Revolutionary War and what was going on. And basically, he was talking all about how how the American militias basically started shooting at British officers. The duck boats are great. Yeah, I really liked it, Woodmansea. I even tipped. I even tipped as a European. I know. Let's vote on Origin, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, yeah, apparently the American militias in that area were shooting at officers so much to the point that the British were in disarray and lost it because they just all their officers got shot to death. I mean, the officers also enlisted in the military. Why wouldn't they be proper military targets? No, they're not. They're not military targets. Sorry, they are military targets, but it was just not something that was done. You don't... At the time, militaries, there was basically a gentlemanly understanding, or an understanding that if one side started shooting at officers, the other side would also start shooting at officers, at which point all the officers are dead, and then both sides, snipers did not love officers in the Napoleonic period, and this is the period we're talking about here, you know? The pre-Napoleonic and Napoleonic period. An officer is a combatant, but both sides didn't shoot at officers. Okay, let me put this in other terms. Nuclear weapons are weapons. If you deploy them, the other side escalates and starts hitting you with nuclear weapons. It becomes mutually assured destruction. Now, the reason the Americans did it is because their officers wore plain clothes and blended in, and the British didn't. So you could target British officers. This is not all the time, sorry. This is when you had those kind of, hit-and-run militias that the Boston area had. Often, the American militias didn't have uniformed officers, so the British couldn't, because the American officers were hiding in amongst their troops, whereas the British officers were visible and then got shot at. I don't think gentlemen's agreements are a good moral basis here. So, says Andre Schippelman. Look, it's a period of time where officers were nobles. The nobles didn't want to actually fight each other, but were happy using their subjects as toys, says Ian. I mean, kind of, yeah. The whole nobility thing's a bit evil inherently, honestly. Oh, God. Oh, God. We just had some bits come in on Twitch for Forever Cruise and on YouTube. And that means Forever Cruise is what? Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Forever Cruise. Thank you. Woo. Don't poison the river. Yeah, Montu pulling out here saying Thomas Aquinas just war now. Yeah, don't poison the river. You want yours to remain clear. Exactly. Basically, if you... Forever Cruise is sponsored by the Shadow Government, confirmed. No, shouts Woodmansey. Woodmansey. The vote is now closed, my friend. Please do not super chat. Use my bank bits for the hyperlane's density vote. Will do. That is not good, guy. How is this not good, guy? Please explain how it's not good, guy. If it's not good, guy, I'll veto it. If it's not good, guy, I'll veto it, and I will refund Josh Rubin's bits, and I will refund Talkfear's bits. How is it not good, guy? You should have brought this up before the vote started, but how is this not good, guy? Passenger satisfaction. If the crew are happy to do it, and if the crew are happy and the passengers are happy, surely it's... Having said that as well, hold on here, hold on. So, I would agree that Forever Cruise is not inherently good to start off with, but it's our origin. So we're going to start off with an origin that's questionable, possibly. We could do this, and then instantly push for, the passenger revolt, or the... Oh, that's not very good either, though, is it? Yeah, money bad. Yeah, money bad. I forgot that bit. It's hedonistic. Yeah. All right, we're gonna rerun the vote. I'm gonna refund Josh Rubin and Talkfear's bits. We're gonna rerun the vote without Forever Cruise, okay? Because it is evil. Sorry. I didn't think it through. That's my bad. I might have misspelled your name there, Josh. Sorry, let me just check that. Ruben. Oh, I've Ruben. Sorry, Ruben. Come on, not Ruben. Reu, not... Yeah, Ruben. Yeah, Josh Ruben, 20. And then... How does that spell? Tok Riva. Okay. Let's try this again, goddammit. Voidfarers. Common Ground. Forever Cruise is apparently inherently evil. Lost Colony isn't inherently evil, so that's fine. What else? What else are we thinking? Why can we take prosperous unification as a space people? I don't get that, but fine. Can't take Doomsday. Scion is, I think, I'm going to say Sion's inherently evil. We're nomadic. The options are coming back up again. We'll have a quick 2-minute vote. No, we can take prosperous unification and be nomadic. It's true. It's true. Oh, Woodman's here shouting common ground. I Smithy Boys puts 1,000 bits in for common ground as well. There's a new exchange rate for the bits. 1 second. I think it's like 72 bits is 1% actually. More common grounds coming in. Josh Rubin. Okay, that guys, I'll put my points into Lost Colony. Okay. Says Josh. That's 20 for Lost Colony. I'm just going to write it in. Currently, Common Ground is winning on YouTube with 67% of the vote, and it's winning on Twitch with 60% of the vote when I've converted that 1,000 bits into more. So, yes. But Common Ground isn't it easy mode? It might be quite easy for us. It might make it... It's easy to be good. Yes. Because we'll have friends, you see? I hope the friends aren't evil. Oh, God. Oh, if the friends are evil, then we're... Oh, that's not going to be good. Uh-oh. What if they're evil? Okay, if they're evil, we'll deal with that if it comes, okay? Lost Colony has 32% of the vote. That does mean Common Ground is winning on 66% on YouTube, and it's won with 59% on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Common Ground. Okay, let's pick some traits. I'm just going to throw some traits in. If you super chat for names, for any of the names, species names, arc ship name, empire name, ruler name, etc., or a nameless choice, I'll do that. If there's multiple for something like a nameless choice, I will put up to a vote. But for now, I'm just going to go through and pick some things. Also for some traits, if you super chat for those, I'll do it. And otherwise, I just want to get started otherwise. So, let's see. I think our people should be... Intelligent? Where's intelligent gone? Where's intelligent? I'm intelligent. There's intelligent. Yes, intelligent. Me smart. Super chat to YouTube things. Sorry, yes. On Twitch, it's bits. Yes, bits. Use some bits. Anything more than 72 bits, I believe. Spare organs. Why would spare organs be good? Yeah, actually, I can see spare organs. It's not good or bad. It's just we've got some spare organs. Yeah, okay. Cool. I like it. We can survive our first death. Lovely. I'm going to take non-adaptive. No. Wait. These don't sound like good guy things. We're going to put jinxed in, because that's not necessarily good or bad. I'm going to put weak in as well. No, I don't want weak. That's 10% less to soldier jobs. No. Hold on. We'll give them unruly, screw it. Pink and teal. What the hell color is teal? You can use that for your bits. I will do that spend now. Pink and teal. That's pink. Which color's teal? If this is 1, that's the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y-axis, we're going to index from here. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll index from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tell me in XY coordinates, X being this way, starting at 1, going up to 8, and Y being that way, which one teal is? Because I don't know. Teal is the current. Oh, is this teal? Is that actually the one it's currently on? Is teal? 8 horizontal, 4 vertical. 8, 1, 2. So that's teal, I'm also being told. As a man, I have no clue, says Nick Brown. Yeah, look. It's... Talk about, is this... Can the pink be lighter as well? Not... It turns to lilac otherwise. Not really without going lilac. I mean, you've got this skin... Oh! There's these ones, they're closer to a skin color. Teal is basically light blue. Okay. That is a horrific flag, but yes, we can take it. We're the good guys. Look at our flag. It's gross. Ugh. There we are. Is that's salmon? That's a pinky color. That's more salmon. Isn't salmon pink? Oh, I forgot. Which pink do we want? Give me an XY coordinate. Tell me what you want, Talkra. Give me XY coordinates on this. Come on. I'll do it, but like, you're just saying words at me. Salmon's not a color, it's a fish. What the devil? You'd call that salmon. What about this? Is this salmon? Let me guess. Is this lemon? And, oh, wait. That's red, actually. That's quite a red. Oof. And this is orange, I'd bet. Join us. Just not under our flag. Yes. Do the bright pink then, and 1-4 for blue. 1-4. There. Oh, wait. Primary color. Pink. Secondary color. That's not so terrible. That's kind of something. It's a choice. What should our species be called? Ah, yes, we are the good guy. And then the plural would be good guys. Yes. Aquatic ship set. Yeah, we can do that. Ship set. Aquatic. Aquatic. There it is. The pink represents your love for the galaxy. Oh. Orange, the color was named after orange fruit. No, I know it wasn't, Ian. That one I know. That's why I thought it was. That's why I made that. I thought that was a good joke. I thought that was enjoyable. Orange, the color, is named after the fruit. Good guys, you're lying to me, but I accept this up front. Exactly. Okie dokie. Democratic People's Republic of Atomlosen. Low sun. Sorry, Ataman. Low sun. And then we can just be the Republic. Consul. I like consul. Enon unanek. High consul. No, first consul. First consul. Because we have multiple consuls, of course. Yes, we are like the Roman Republic. Right, which arc ship type should we do? I'll have a quick vote on that. How do you feel about the Republic? I love the Republic. I love democracy. And we will put down these powers when the crisis has abated. Honestly, I think scientific may be our best bet, given we're going to be in a federation and whatnot. Civilian, we don't really want to planetary reprocess any of our friends' planets. You know, they won't like that. Not very much. Freelancer says, I have a real hard time with Stellaris. I genuinely think it gets too much and don't understand half of it. So, Freelancer, I'd recommend two things. First, I've got an under 20-minute guide video that will cover all your bases. Just released that literally on Saturday. Hello, Mr. Barbe. The lizard has taken human form. No. We've hired a paid actor, and the actor's really good at lip syncing. It's just so good at lip syncing. Freelancy says, oh yeah, sorry. So the other thing is, then watch that. If it doesn't help, if you need more info, I have a 3-hour-long beginner's guide. It is complete beginner's guide. The reason I call it that, I literally cover everything. Well, there's one or two things I might have actually missed, but for all intents and purposes, we cover megastructures, we cover everything you can do, every tooltip, everything. It's the whole game. So, yeah. Senator Palpatine says he loves democracy. You're damn right he does. I'm out of liquids. I'm going to go and get some liquid. So, by the way we pronounce our name, our species name is good guy. Okay? And the plural is good guys, and species adjective is good guy. With that accent. Perfect. And our name is the Democratic People's Republic of Atomlosen. Is that the name of... Yeah, Atomlosen. Yes. Okay, good. Currently, Scientific is winning on Twitch and on YouTube. You haven't missed the start. We've just been designing the Empire for the last hour. Atomlosen. Because that's the name of the arc ship. Atom loss. That's just atom loss. I'm gonna have to translate that because I can't remember. Oh, it's a song. Atom loss durch die Nacht. What is atom loss though? Let's go to translate. Breathless. Okay. Breathless throughout the night. Cool. No, we've literally just designed this. Langalax, we've been designing this right now. Atomlosen, not atom loss, but very close. Is harvesting strip mining evil? I think it's evil if somebody owns the rock, because we'd be stealing. And we're going to be taking scientific arc ship. The city room. Let's pick a room, right? I want the military room with shield. Ship set, we've already picked that. Flag, we've got. Advisor voice, don't care about. That's done. This is going to be... Why should I? Charismatic. Yes. Alrighty. I have saved the Democratic People's Republic. We can change the advisor voice in game, so that's actually not a problem. Let's go up to medium. 16 empires, 2 advanced, 2 fallen sounds good. We wanted to vote on hyperlane density. Yes, you did. So, What are the options? Maximum is 3. Okay. While this vote goes on, I'm going to quickly run and grab... Oh, you want Ring Galaxy? Yeah, okay, we can do that. If anyone else super chats or sends in bits, I'll change. I'll put a vote up for whatever it is. Good guys, so no war crimes before year 50. No war crimes at all, Barbe. We're going to actually play the good guys and be Defender of the Galaxy and, like, achieve it. To do this, I've had to take drastic action. The first thing I've done is I've vetoed any options that are put in which are evil. If anyone submits something that is inherently evil or can't be RP'd as good, then it's just banned. I have taken executive authority and I am vetoing it as the Supreme Chancellor. Right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the little lizard room. While I'm gone, I'm going to... The paid actor needs to run to the toilet. The real Montu is definitely going to be right here. Just bear with me. Where? Oh, yeah, there. All right, BRB, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also going to get a refill on my drink. The voting will be ongoing whilst I'm away. BRB. Jesus Christ, it's crazy how much it's crazy how much heat you get from a PC. I walked out of the room and I was just hit with no heat, not heat, if that makes sense. Just go to 1 second. Grand Admiral. Crisis type random. 25 times. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, the Xeno cosplaying as Montu obviously went to the little lizard's room. Right, I am dropping hyperlane density down to 0.5. Voidworms, banned. Boop. Cuthaloids, get rid of them. We'll keep storms in. We'll have 4 nomadic empires. This otherwise looks fine. I'm going to get rid of the Bow and the First League because they're useless for us. And the Cybrex, because we don't want the Ring World. Is everything kosher now? I think so. Nomads may want high hyperlink density, but everyone voted for low, so... Yes. Don't Voidworms count as one of the required crises? No, I don't believe so. I don't have... I'm not playing on the beta. We're playing on the actual version. So I'm not sure that the thing for the Bowl is there. There is Montu. Been waiting on him to show up for his own stream. Yes, I'm finally here. We got rid of the paid actor. Max Voidworms. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, there we go. Oh, they count as a crisis faction you get Valor from. Ooh. Will the paid actor be coming back anytime soon? No. Oh, I mean, it doesn't have to. Let me just turn the light off so it doesn't shine in my eyes if I'm not with the light. This is going to be the worst galaxy to save. Yes. Okay, I think we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only taken an hour. Let's be the good guys. It really ended this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. We'll learn to love the aliens like the Christians did in Rome. Right, I think I'm going to start with quantum computing, xenobiology, and nanomechanics. Oh, wait a minute. We went wrong. I'm turning off difficulty adjusted scaling because that crap is stupid. Yeah, no, turn that crap off. Oh, did I miss your bits of the name? What was the name? Max Storm. Oh, Max. Right, we got Max Storms as well. Right, I missed your bits. I will just check. What were your bits? The Oakley Dokley. Yeah, okay, we're redoing the ship name. The homeworld. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen, this changes both the ship name and the name of our great nation state, okay? We'll eventually get into a galaxy, I swear. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now the Oakley Dokley. Oakley Dokley. Okay, we'll save that. Perfect. Then we're going to do Max Storms. Fine. Did I miss anything else? Ring Galaxy, Max Storms, Max Voidworms. Cool. That's all the bits. I've done it now. We've got it. Oh, wait. Also, turn on Valve for my Empire. Oh, god damn it. Right, okay. Fine. Fine. Where's the... Wait, where is it? Oh, it's down here somewhere. Okay, there we go. It's turned on. It's turned on. Long live the DPRO! Yes, in the name of the Republic. Hyperlanes are currently set to 0.5 because that's what we voted on. The people voted for 0.5 for hyperlanes. I don't need to spend that final point. Woodmansey is doing God's work. Oh, for God's sake. I lost the Voidworms and hyperlane density. No. Voidworms are at max. Hyperlane density is at 0.5. That's correct. Does Max Storms also include cooldown duration? No, that's like too many things. Right, we're going. We got to start, y'all. The Fallen Empire strength is already multiplied by, whatchamacallit. Let's find out who's in the Fed. The Silicon Data Bank. Static Research Network, Apostle Network. Okay. They're currently not evil, but they might become evil. And then we've got Egalitarian, Xenophile, Materialist. Oh, beautiful. Diplomatic Corps, Technocracy. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got friendly friends. Yes, establish an embassy there. Establish an embassy here. Baby, we've got good... We are the good guys. We've done it. We've only gone and bloody done it. Okay, and let's then research some coil guns. Yes. So many planets. Holy crap. Right, okay. Survey system. And we'll just move along for now. I can probably start off by building an alloy foundry, which I will do. Is my first building. And we need more energy, so I will put down a... Actually, wait a minute. Do we have medical center? Yeah, I'll go a medical center and a basic generator. Ladies and gentlemen, the nature of the alliance. Are we a galactic union or are we a martial alliance? I think we should vote on that one. Both could be good. Oh, good guy things. Both could actually be good guy things. I think we do have to go martial alliance. I think it makes sense. You know, we are the knights. We are the Knights of Freedom, Justice, and Equality. We need a name for the Federation as well. Start thinking of names. If we get a number of super chats for the names, I will put them to vote as well if there's too many. Or you could just super chat and name it, I suppose. But if we don't get any super chats, I want some options. Options, people. Material. I don't know why I typoed. It's the T and the R. The T and the R just got typoed in, as in because they're next to each other. I just did it with one hand quickly, and my one finger must have hit first. The Knights of Flanders of the good ship Oakley Dokley. I like the Knights of Flanders. I do. The United Galactic Front also makes sense. The United Federation of Worlds sounds good, but we're not a planet. The Knights who say knee. Das Sasquatch has won it. God damn it. Well, that is a super chat. Unless we get any other super chats or bits for a name, I will be putting up the Knights who say knee. That's just been a super chat from Woodmansea and Sasquatch. Currently, we've got 2 super chats for Knights of Knee. If no one super chats anything else, I don't have to put a vote up with just the Knights who say knee. 'Tis but a flesh wound, is all I can say to that. We are starting to get some more names rolling. Celestial Sun Alliance. That's pretty cool, Hannibal. The Celestial Sun Alliance. Alien Smacking Club. No, Blessed Feline, you've missed the bloody point. You missed the bloody point. We are the keepers of the sacred words. You don't know what the word is. Knee. Yeah. We're just seeking some nice shrubbery. Yes, we want a nice shrubbery. And the Marshall Alliance, mistyped there, is what we've got. I'll leave the vote up for a little moment. Yeah, we'll set up research agreements, absolutely. I'll leave the vote up for just a moment longer as well. The Torpedo Fan Club. Okay, right. Sorry, not the vote. I'll leave the option up for people to send in suggestions. One more suggestion can go on the docket. We can only have 4 options. Put that there, pop that there, pop that there. I don't think we get anyone else. If anyone else is super chatting, you've got like 30 seconds or doing bits. You've got like 30 seconds before we were away. A Dune Fremen pre-FTL start. That'd be fun, Crypthound. That'd be fun indeed. And we started with the best song, the Cyberpunk song. Actually, that's not true. Just putting some cool music on for a moment. And then we'll be voting on a tradition in a minute. First, my plan is to survey some stuff, then do some, planetary processing. The throat singing is best. Yeah, okay, let's put that vote up. Can I already deep scan? No. I have to be tier 2 for that, don't I? Yeah. Start suggesting. I wish you could just loop songs, because I would happily loop that song forever. Actually, we can, can't we? Is there a way to enable all tracks or disable all tracks? No. Oh, well. I'm seeing Prosperity. I'm seeing Discovery being mentioned. That's racist, Tessa. It's actually a nomadic song, and not all nomads do. Is there a way to deselect all? Is there a button for that? There's not, is there? I'm seeing expansion being mentioned. I'm seeing statecraft discovery. Let's take a quick drink. Oh, it's so warm. It may surprise no one to learn that the Knights Who Say Ni is currently winning on both Twitch and YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now the part of the Federation, and the Federation is called not the Star Defense Force. Shucks to that. We are the Knights Who Say Ni. Oh, sorry, no. They are not militarists, they're materialists. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. Thank you for the Hydrate Star Sasquatch. Right, let's put this... let's put this vote up for tradition. Expansion. Discovery. Statecraft. What else was I seeing? What else was I seeing? And diplomacy. And I've seen diplomacy. Start your voting. I wish we could harvest resources from a star. You know, that'd be fun. We've changed the name to the Knights Who Say Ni. There's no need to change it again. We've already picked the name. Burn, baby, burn. Let's turn on those resources. I do want another alloy foundry. Yeah. Thank you. Say it. Federation! Well, contract. Okay. Yeah, we'll accept that contract. Limit contracts is 1 per archship. Yeah, okay. After you're done surveying that one... Grab politician. Currently, diplomacy and statecraft are tied on Twitch. Sorry, discovery and diplomacy are tied on Twitch. On YouTube, discovery is winning with 47% of the vote. Yeah, I will research the contract. I'll send someone over in a moment. We need to clear these blockers, don't we? Okay. Ah, beautiful. Why have I got the Oakley Dokley? Oh, I'm the Federation President. I have been wreathed in unfathomable power. And already we have a Fed fleet. Right, I'm just going to get rid of the auto design. I'll upgrade the Fed fleet. We'll get a new leader on that bad boy. Beautiful. How do I do the contract here again? Let's take a look at this contract. I go here and then I conduct physics research. Yeah, okay. For 41 months. That's ages. Ages. You're just setting up. I thought the archship had to be in system. Oh, it doesn't even have to be in system, does it? Oh, yeah, sorry. Duh. No, you don't have to move there. I've consistently moved there for those. You banned that word, but I'm British. You can't ban that word. You can't take that from the Canadians and the Brits. It's awful. I'm already collecting motes. Yeah, of course I'm collecting motes. Let's just automate the harvesting. That'll do it. That'll do it. Former Wayline Pact. I mean... Wait, hold on. I'm spending how much? Good lord. No, thank you. Oh, right, no, go to cooperative, you boob. I need the influence. Good lord. Montu, good guy, that's it, I'm unsubbing. Oh, no, I understand your passion for it. Right. Let's go back to the good song. And Diplomacy has won on Twitch with 47% of the vote. Discovery in second place with 37%, but on YouTube, Discovery was won with 42%, and YouTube had 122 votes to Twitch's 30, meaning we are going with Discovery. Science Division sounds good to me as well. Let's grab energy generation as well. Oh, we maxed out the resources there. You need diplomacy to save your influence from packs. Yes, I will. That will help. It will help a lot. But Discovery was voted for, so we go for Discovery. Can I turn the music up? Yeah, I can. I thought it was already quite loud. Is it not that loud? If you don't move there, how do you transfer the floppy disks to the data? That's what I'm thinking. Let's get a materials workshop. Even louder, okay. Oh, this track is Mandul Ha'an. Number go up, baby. Number go up. And there we go. We got loads of good bits and pieces. I love it. Right. Where's the other contract? What do they want me to do here? Do you want me to harvest minerals? Well, I mean, if you want me to. Hard to say no to that, really. Let's just double check which ones it is exactly. So we don't want to get this wrong. S-Quick 5C. S-Quick 2. Yeah, okay. Do I need to do that with my... No, just harvest resource. Perfect. Yeah, cool. They want me to take their resources. Do the Stellaris tracks not get copyrighted? No, Paradox are kind, and they've not, like, done copyright claims on their own tracks yet. Oh, there's some aliens. Friends! I also like this song. Right, I think we should have a 40-year term limit. Because we don't need to vote that often. This is not evil. This is fine. If there's a crisis that happens, we can reduce the succession term limit as well. Let's grab a gene clinic. Yeah. Now, are they going to hate us for taking their stuff? I assume not, but, like, I'm only 30% convinced. So far, so peaceful. If these folks get upsetty spaghetti with us for our harvesting, I'm gonna get very upset with them. Uh-oh, the aliens don't like us so much, I think. Yeah, taking this stuff lowers the income as well. Because once you do a harvest action, you get minus 75% for 20 years, which is something. It's really something. Do we get the negative modifier? No, we don't. Oh, good. Policy plunders Ark ship. They want to plunder Ark ships? That's evil. We've kind of filled up on resources there. Ooh, Anek is going to... No, Spark of Genius next level. Yes, please. I'm gonna reduce the music a little bit. It's getting a little loud. Does the game still live? Seen the reports, it seems like Nomads killed it. Yeah, the game. So basically, so I talked about this. Oh, we've gotten to level 2 already. Shut up. Wait, what happened to my leader? I hired another leader. Where are they? I swear I sent a leader in here straight away. Maybe I didn't do that. Oh well. So, the main issue, I think, the biggest issue with Nomads that I kind of pontificated on in the video when I covered the dev diary the other day. Ooh, the first console's going to get back in. Yeah, seems fine. I don't think we need to put our thumb on those scales at all. So, I was trying to... Right, I'm going to pause it for a minute while I explain. So, a lot of the UI stuff... Is there a pulsar anywhere? Actually, I don't see a pulsar. That's a neutron star, isn't it? Maybe? Anyway, Nomads has brought in a bunch of new UI, and long-time players who've played for like 1,000 hours, 1,500 hours. Sorry, not loads of new UI. Nomads has brought in a lot of new interactions, which requires new UI elements to explain. And I think the issue that a lot of players are having is an issue that most new players have, which is that the UI in Stellaris is actually awful. Once you've got a few hundred hours and you've watched quite a few videos, you can kind of get to grips with, like, what the hell the game is actually wanting you to do to achieve whatever objective it is you've got in your head. But for veteran players, even, for example, myself, Nomads has, and we'll get into some of the small bugs that are in the game in a minute, because there's a host, because the Nomad system touches loads of things and there's lots of edge case bugs. But what I think has happened for a lot of players is players who are comfortable with the game have come to Nomads and suddenly they're back to not understanding what's going on, not having any help except basically the UI, because there aren't that many guides and videos out yet. People don't really know what's going on. And that then means that people are having to experience the game as a new player again. And the game as a brand new player is honestly really unpleasant in a lot of ways. Really deeply unpleasant. And that, I think is basically what's going on there. And then you've got all these little minor edge case bugs. But for a lot of players, they're finding a bug like that has a small interaction that's annoying. Mostly it's not game-breaking stuff. The UI elements for the Wanderlust perk is exceptionally dense and difficult to pass. Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. And if you don't actually know what's going on, it's really confusing. And we re-elected the same first console. Beautiful. You are not needed. Go away. I might actually put way lines up before I put the other things. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just renaming the parties. 1 second. Alright, we got the Galactic Xeno Rights Coalition, the Knights of Flanders, or Democracy First. Pick your party, ladies and gentlemen, and stay in it. Any view on competitive multiplayer? Oh my god, there's so many broken things. So I'm going to sit down this week and get a rule set together for the Murder Fest, which is going to happen in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to have a Murder Fest rather than a Montu's Multiplayer Madness, because we're not doing a Montu's Multiplayer Madness. It just wouldn't work. No. No, thank you. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why did they skip ahead and grab that one for the habitable? That's so crazy. Look at that. The AI has skipped the system and gone for the habitable world instead. I never see that normally. Huh. I mean, it's not stupid. Just wild. I don't have any negatives, do I, for harvesting? I'm trying to not be evil. I think it would be evil to harvest somebody's resources without their permission. Okay, cool. Alright, we now have Entertainment Labs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Ascension perks, shall we? So, Wanderlust. These effects only work after you send your Ark ship to remarkable systems. Which are the remarkable systems? Good luck figuring that out. That's Wanderlust. There's also Mastery of Nature, which is actually quite good for us now, so I wouldn't be against Mastery of Nature. Imperial Prerogative sucks. Executive Figure's okay. For us, Interstellar Dominion is alright. It's kind of a bit sucky, but it's not terrible. Shared Destiny's obviously good, except not for us because we're not picking those things. One Vision is fine. Tech Ascendancy's fine. Transcendent Learning honestly might be the best thing for us. Start shouting about which Ascension perks you'd like to vote on, and then I'll put a vote up. No, Shared Destiny, I'm vetoing Shared Destiny at the moment because we don't have any vassals, and the only way we could do that would be a little evil. Interstellar Dominion, yeah, we could have that one. I'm seeing Wanderlust. And I'm also seeing One Vision, Tech Ascendancy, and Master of Nature. Okay. I believe the curators can give you hints on where the systems are. But understanding, like, in the, what's it called? The UI doesn't really tell you that much about what you need to do. It just kind of leaves it a bit open, and it's like, go, explore, wander. Never forget, not all those who wander are lost. So, the voting options you have are Mastery of Nature, Tech Ascendance, One Vision, Tech Ascendancy, and Wanderlust. Those are the options I saw repeated the most. That's what's on your docket today. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Could grab Xeno Diplomacy. It's a bit early, though, really. Yeah. Take Xenological Lab, I think, for now. And I'll take a Fertility Preacher, so we have more food coming in. I'll also build a hydroponic farm. And more aliens! Huzzah! Right, who am I less friendly with? You folks are 1138. You folks are 1000. So, Silicon Data Bank. Let's grab the Silicon Data. No, sorry. United Atharians. We'll harvest some resources there, and we're just going to progress eastwards. What's winning? Currently, Wanderlust is winning on Twitch and on YouTube. Fair. The Curator's Interesting Systems option has a relatively short cooldown and will eventually show you every Wanderlust system in the game. Very useful, albeit slow, means to complete Wanderlust. Yes, it's one of the only ways you've got of actually doing that, I think. Which doesn't feel good, you know? Yeah. I think these things should still feel good. Right, I'm gonna... Oh, egads. Yeah, we don't need these Hollow Theaters. I'm gonna replace the Hollow Theaters with an admin office because the people already have plenty of fun anyway. We don't need that. And the Commercial Zone with another admin office. Yeah, let's get rid of both of those. Are these really devoid of resources? Good lord. Okay, that's a settled empire. We're going to not go that way. I think we'll have to come back. We'll double back on ourselves and go this way, looking for empty space. Oh, geez, that's a colonized world. If we weren't playing the good guys, I would be so happy about the amount of pops I could steal now. It would be so good. Just think about it, chat. It'd be so good. Montu could use his lobby. I don't mind Wanderlust. It'll be fine. Wanderlust. We're taking Wanderlust as our first AP. So at the moment it'll do nothing. But eventually it will do something. We can get lots more bonuses actually. So... We can get all of these bonuses. Job efficiency for bureaucrats, job efficiency, sublight speed, naval capacity, job efficiency for physicists, engineers, fire rate, a way station collection efficiency, and biologists. Oh. While straying in one of the Ark ship's less frequented sections, a group of juveniles identified a dislodged metallic access panel. Upon opening it, they entered an undocumented sublevel of Ark ship Oakley Dokley. For several hours thereafter, the group ceased to register on all internal tracking and environmental monitoring systems. They went walkabouts. When they returned, the juvenile explorers displayed clear signs of psychological and physical distress. Oh god. Some fluctuating between incoherent babbling and a near catatonic state. However, despite repeated attempts, they have all refused to provide any account of their experiences. Experts believe whatever occurred in that sublevel was severe enough to have been deliberately excised from all records. Right, well, we need to find out about it. There's a waste-filled sublevel. Yeah, that's going to give us 10% more housing and +1 max districts. Yes, please. Let's grab a voltaic production yard. Divine Magonan Assembly. These don't seem like evil folks. They are Beastmaster's catalytic processing. I mean, they don't seem the nicest either. We'll establish an embassy and improve relations for a little bit. Yikes. How good are the way stations at the starting federal? I've not built any yet, but I assume they wouldn't be terrible. Right, let's do a contract with you. And where is it gone? Oh, there it is. Research. Upon entering the level, the team reported immediate psychological distress. What first appeared to be a detention block proved closer to an abandoned asylum. Oh, it's just an abandoned asylum? Excuse me. Get a little drink. Yeah, okay. Reinforced cells lined with corridors, restraints bolted to floors. It's a haunted asylum. Oh, what? Kemi On-Teb became a substance abuser? Well, I mean, if there are... who's Kemi On-Teb? The commander. I guess we're egalitarian, so each to their own. Like, it would be evil for us to prevent them from using drugs, I suppose. Oh, that's now inhabited. And this one's about to be inhabited. We can't take anything from either of those systems. We're gonna have to move on. We do now need to pick a second tradition, ladies and gentlemen. Spiritualists to enslave the space fauna. That's brutal. No. They work symbiotically, don't they? They're friendly. They're nice. Friends. I'm seeing diplomacy being mentioned quite a few times. I'm seeing statecraft. Let me put up the options for those of you at home who want to start chatting. So these options here, anything that's not grayed out. So we can't do politics or domestication right now. But we can do any of the others. Wait, do we have to have open borders to harvest resources from their systems? No. I'm just saying it would be evil to take resources when they've claimed the system. We do respect private property, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing archivism. I'm seeing prosperity. Actually, I'm going to swap out. I've seen commerce a couple times. I'm going to swap that out for archivism. So the options are diplomacy, statecraft, commerce, and prosperity. I'll leave this open for 5 minutes. Lobbying is available, ladies and gentlemen. Get on with your lobbying all. Also, Antoine, I never saw earlier. Was I correct or not? I missed your response, Antoine. Did I get it right? And where am I adding it? if Antoine's still here, Antoine, did I get the question for a lizard right? And if so, am I getting the lobby points? Because that, if I'm getting lobby points, I'm going to spend. I said A, shellac. Whatchamacallit. Antoine, still here? Let's check. No, Antoine's not here. No! Okay, so since the stream went away from the question for lizards, here's the answer. Shashka Malak gives 70% good, 20% nothing, 10% bad, 1 to 10 bad, 11 to 30 nothing, 31 to 23 good. So you roll 23 nothing. Okay. So 23 nothing. Does that mean it's just Antoine lobby? I assume so. The discussion spinning away. I put my response on Discord. Yes, no, fair enough. No, we did move on a little bit. Sorry, and I didn't actually see your response. Yeah, you put the answer in Discord, Rude Knight. I've just seen it. I was responding there. Alright, so either Antoine lobby or half and half. No, Antoine lobby. Okay, yeah, Antoine lobby. We'll give you the power, shall we? Excellent. A cool breeze. And the vote's almost over. Currently, Prosperity is winning on Twitch and on YouTube. I just need a few more alloys, and then I'll be able to afford to build all the things I want to build. Let's grab a xenological lab. And we will now expand the council and evolve society. Protector of Liberty is a really sucky one. But Chief of Service sucks for us as well, so I'm just going to put Protector of Liberty on for now, I guess. Eh. We'll upgrade you to be resilient. We've got capacity subsidies, finally. Let's grab the increased survey speed, chuck down an energy grid. Perfect. Yeah, I think diplomacy is the best option here. I'm going to say plus 40 for diplomacy. I'm going to spend 40 of my lobby points. So half of my lobby points, because I think diplomacy is the best option at the moment, and I will be spending it. Isn't this vote a bit long? I put it on for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, I don't know, something like that. We're still playing because we're just accumulating unity. We haven't even got enough for a second click. So it doesn't really matter. We miss out on so little. Boom! There's another contract, baby. Harvest valuable minerals. Yes, I accept. I accept. A 12? What the? A natural 12? That can't be right. There must be a... There's no modifiers. That's a natural 12. Okay. That'd be amazing to put a Dyson Swarm around. Check the management tab on it. For Nomadic Wanderlust? Is that one of the Nomadic Wanderlust systems? I don't think so. You mean this tab. It's got a +10 and a +2. The habitability on the sun is 0%. Yes, that's very true. Same on the Molten world as well. But, you know, you could choose to try and live there if you want, I guess. No, we're going back to harvest, baby. This is just the one. They want me to just do one harvest. Oh, that kind of sucks. Alright, I'll just do one harvest. Fine. And we are ending it, ladies and gentlemen. And diplomacy has won thanks to my big super chat. No one else super chatted. Well, not super chat, you know, lobbying. So we are now taking diplomacy. There it is. Ba-boom. Also, we now have a vote on Twitch console. I'll put that vote up. I think I'll take +3 unity from embassies. Yes, please. And I need the alloys. Damn it. Maybe there's some alloys to trade. Oh my god, they've got alloys to trade. Everybody shut up. Yes. Of course you can have some of my volatile motes. Of course you can have some of my volatile motes. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, have some volatile motes and some rare crystals. These are totally difficult for me to get. You know, you've... Really hard. Oh, it's a hard knock life. Come on, say yes. Say yes. Do it. These folk... Oh, I've already done them. These folks, see if they've got any alloys to sell. I'm guessing not as many yet. Machines are a bit better at making alloys at the start of the game. How about these fellas? You got any alloys? Yeah? Any tradies? Nope, not really. Right, in that case, now I'm just going to build an Ark ship next. It's year 19. That's not terrible. An Ark ship year 19 is not terrible. And we've harvested the minerals. Congratulations to us. Now I'm going to build some way stations. Yeah. Let's do it. Why have I not built another science ship? That would be sensible. And a logistics ship. Montu, wake up, you boob. A commercial pact. Ooh, I don't know about a commercial pact. Money is evil, so we're going to say no to that one right now. Of course. And I'm feeling like we could get some robots, baby. Does it matter where you place the way station in the star system? Not really. But probably don't place it next to a jump point, because then it might get attacked a little. Right, what have we got here? I see minerals and energy. So for now, I'm just going to throw down a mining array and a solar array, I think. Yeah. I'm going to form a Wayline Pact with this empire and with this empire. We got it. We got it. Yeah, baby. Oh my god, Dyson Swarm. We can put a Dyson Swarm over there. Yes, 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 I accept. I bloody well accept. Okay, these aliens don't seem as nice. They're xenophobic and... oh, they're space racists. Well, I mean, we're going to try and improve relations with them, but they are space racists, and we don't expect them to be nice to us. Dyson does swarm, baby. First console is going to get re-elected if I do nothing. Yeah, it seems fine then. Meanwhile, you will get that one, and that one, and then you're going to be going this way to survey, please. Nope, you're evil. You like stealing slaves. We're not taking her. Absolutely not. From my experience, space people love snacking on way stations. Yeah, it's very annoying. Yeah, that can be super annoying. YouTube is voting no for electing a Twitch console. Twitch is voting, yes, I'm going to add in. I'm going to be kind to Twitch. And I'm going to add in 14%. Which makes YouTube 57 for yes, 57 for no. And I go down to 30... what was it at? 46 minus 14, 32. And Twitch voted yes, 67%. So yes, there is a Twitch console. Who is the Twitch console? It is whoever has gifted the most gifted subs. So currently, Wick Zeos, are you here? If you're not, Quantum Reagent, are you here? If you're not, Alionis, are you here? Otherwise, if anyone gifts one sub, you're the Twitch console. I misclicked that. I was meaning to click the middle option, and I physically misclicked. Ah, whatever. Council of Technological Mastery, whatever. Hannibal Tucker, you are now the Twitch console. Because you have the most gifted subs that is actually here. Let me get my lore document out and note that we have a Twitch console. You have the right to a veto once per hour on votes. Actually, that's not true. You haven't got any power. Well, you haven't actually technically been voted powers yet. So at the moment, you're more of a nominal role because there's no law that gives you any special powers. We need to propose a law to give the Twitch console some powers, and then you could have some powers. Oh, uh-oh. Get out of there. Amoeba spawn. Give me powers. So that's the you want the veto of the Hannibal. Can you specify which powers you want to have so I can put it in the vote? Because you do need to specify which powers you want, otherwise, you know, it doesn't go in the vote, I'm afraid. Because it's a bit people won't vote yes on open end. So give me some more words on what powers you want. Do you want the veto? Do you want some other special power? What powers are available? I mean, whatever you can think of, really. Whatever you can think of. Ice Smithy Boy, thank you as well for the gifted sub. If we had a VP Ice Smithy Boy, it would be you, but we don't have a vice console or a lower console. Power to declare war on the evils of the universe. If that's what you want to put on the voting agenda, I can put that. I'm not sure how well that will go, honestly, but I can put that. I think we get about as much engineering as we actually spend here. No, 1,000, we get 500 back. Yeah, okay, we lose half our engineering, whatever. But you were giving a sub to Hannibal to make him official. I see. I misunderstood your intentions then. All right, I'm going to replace this with the civilian industry because we need the consumer goods. Hannibal, is that your final choice? I just need to know so I can put the vote up. Stop shooting my ships! God darn it. No, don't go there. Don't go there. No, what? No, I thought I had you select. Wait, hold on. You are selected. You now please go to there. Thank you. Two levels of charismatic is not really better than what we've currently got, so I'll stick to what we've got. Yes, okay. So the Twitch console is asking for the power to declare wars on the evil of the universe. Are we giving the Twitch console that power, ladies and gentlemen? We'll keep the legal system in place for the entire series, basically. Right, I'm going to put a way station in here. And I think then after that I'm putting a Dyson swarm in as well, I think. Meanwhile, you're going to build a way station over this way? Yeah, go for it. I'm going to grab an admin hub and a civilian industries. And I need a reactor. Yeah, I need the reactors. Currently, Twitch is voting no, but YouTube is voting yes. YouTube bloody loves it. Okay, do we want Archship Engineering? I think so. Yeah, let's grab Archship Engineering. Give me a solar array and give me a trade hub, I think. No, resource silos. Let's grab 0G refineries. We're not going to fly in there and attack that, you know, the amoeba, because that would be wrong. Somebody own that system? No, they don't, but it has a magnetic storm. Okay. The Ralaketh entity. Okay, well, let's get an embassy with those folks. Can I get an embassy over here yet? No, they don't like us. What if I gave them? Yeah, we'll do some charity and we'll give to the less fortunate. There's Dyson Swarm. Let's grab Research Alternative. I'm gonna make you an advisor. And then with Dyson Swarm done, can I now build a Dyson Swarm? Need a wayport or wayhold. What do I have? A way station. Oh, Fubar. Has to be upgraded. Right, fine. We're getting a bunch of energy every month from that, though. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's add another way station in over here. And this place definitely needs a research observatory. And then interstellar recruitment office. Yes, please. There's improved wayline logistics. That's what I wanted. Of energy generation. No wars until provoked. Yes, Hannibal Tucker says, depends. What if they're good harms us? We're not allowed to keep ourselves safe from them. As long as it keeps our people safe, I judge it as good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the evil may be... We may not be good for that long if... YouTube's voting yes on this with quite a lot of votes. Now, I'm not going to spend my lobby to block this because that wouldn't be nice. You know? And I do need to be kind. If you can be anything... What is this? I'm being shot at again by the damn whales. No, not whales, whatever they are. Stupid heads. Right, can you harvest those resources and these? Meanwhile, you should probably go and harvest these resources. Mining array, let's grab the good stuff. Hey, look, they like us. We could give them some free moats. Oh, that's too many. YouTube has voted yes on this power, ladies and gentlemen. The Twitch console now has the power and right to declare war. I'm going to limit it to once per hour because that's the normal thing. Twitch console has. Let's add a little segment in for that. Okay, so you can't declare war more than once per hour. Why does that look like that? That's awful. What? Let me just fix this. There we are. Perfect. Could be a little bigger, actually. There we go. Ogly Dogley. Can I use my lobby points to propose the following? YouTube gets a judge of goodness with the power to veto an evil vote. Sure. Sure. How many lobby points do you want to use for that? Because it will add into the vote. I will write out the rule. And then we'll put a vote up for it. I'm assuming you're using at least one, but how many in total? Should we call them the moral arbiter? Or something like that, maybe. 60% added in. Holy crap. Okay. So it's currently got plus 60%, bringing you down to 62 lobbying points. Thanks you, everyone, for this use of power. I will only use it to defend those who threaten the peace of the galaxy in the name of spreading evil. The people who spread evil, you'll stop, right? An ethics committee. Oh, God, we could call them the ethics committee. That's so annoying, though. We've met that nomadic enclave. Good. Grab the reactor array. They've declared us a rival, those space racists. We're not a rival to their poxy little nation. Let's increase the centralization. Why are they voting no? Ah, they're voting yes. They just needed the time to think about it. An ethics commissar. Oh, I like that one. Currently, YouTube is voting yes with 150% of the vote, and Twitch is voting yes with 100% of the vote. We need a name for this. Anton, do you have a name for this person, this individual? Otherwise, I'm going to go with ethics commissar because I like that one. Yes, YouTube has voted yes. YouTube has voted yes with 150%. Athen King. YouTube is only. Oh my God, these people, the words, the confusion of the words. No one calling themselves a commissar is a good guy. Don't know what you're talking about. It could be a good guy. Who are you to judge the ethics commissar? You're not that ethic-y. Currently, the total vote for yes is 100% on Twitch and 151% on YouTube. So the net there would be 251%. Democracy does just work, doesn't it? I'm not picking up tourists. I can't be bothered doing that one. No. Decline. I'll do this one, though. Right, grab that. We have... After this, we have a second perk to pick. Technically, our rivals just putting contracts out there, but they also do seem to believe in the free market, which means they can't stop us taking them. Oh, we actually filled up on resources over there. We'll check out the Ascension perks in a moment. For now, I'm going to grab, I think, Integrated Cybernetics. Yeah. Upgrades, people, upgrades. What am I missing? Oh, alloys. Oh, I see. Tell you who probably's got some alloys. These fellas. Yeah, they like alloys. Look how many alloys they've got. Good lord. Well, yes, I would like to take 3,500 alloy. Thank you very much. Victor Jaredon. He does have spotless boots. Yeah, go on, we'll grab you. Have I got the space, though? Yeah, I've got the space. You're enlisted. Victor, let's swear you in, baby. I want to get a researcher governing this world, I think, yeah. Because I'm going to set this up to be a research enclave. We'll repair both of those, and then I should be able to surely build... How long on the wayport? 43 days, okay. I'm going to solve all my energy problems by building this giant bloomin' Dyson swarm. I think you'll find the highest potential system is this one, game. Like, I think you might be wrong there, buddy. It's Fargus. What? Are you high? Yeah, no, I'm going to put the Dyson swarm down here. Let's grab a resource silo and a research bay. Resource silo, research bay. Take an upgrade there and an upgrade here. Can I build some more spaceships? Yeah, I can get some more logistics ships. Good. I'll grab 2 more. This is looking good so far, though. Looking good. And, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is yes, we now have a commissar, an ethics commissar. Who wants to put themselves forward on YouTube to become the ethics commissar for the day? Let's see what's inside. Come on. We'll scan it in a minute. And with that, I think I'm going to go for... Given... No. Open arms. Open arms. Oh, the Knights want me to build some ships. I should probably do that, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just build them all. Okay, we now need to pick an Ascension perk. That is very true. So, Mastery of Nature is being shouted about. Mastery of Nature is on its way to both A and F tier in the next tier list because of the Nomad version. I suppose so, yeah. Rune Knight says I nominate Krishneth. No, you can't volunteer. You must nominate yourselves. One must be nominated. Because that's the rule that I've just made up. I'm backing it up with this rifle that I found in the National Rifle Association. Whoa. We're not harvesting, are we? No, we're not. Good. Fine. What else am I seeing for Ascension perks? These are our options. Tech Ascendancy, I've seen that. So, Krishnath has been nominated. Anybody else? What does Grasp the Void do for Nomadic? It's going to give us +5 station capacity, which basically means we can build 5 more way stations. It's actually not that good for us, to be honest with you. I'm seeing tech ascendancy a lot. It doesn't... It +5 and then any multiplier. So yes, it does scale a bit from the multipliers. Hey, look, we have democratic in the name because we're democratic, damn it. We're good. We're good. We're all good under the hood. What else am I seeing? I've seen Mastery of Nature. Exactly, Ketracine. Nominating oneself is not very good, Guy-esque, and thus you have to be nominated by somebody else. I'm still seeing Mastery of Nature. I'm also seeing Enigmatic Engineering. Catracine has been nominated, and Rune Knight. Oh, no, sorry, no, and Krishnath even. Sorry, Krishnath and Catracine currently. I'll just write this down in a list. Catracine, yeah. Krishnath has already been nominated. That's fine. Thank you, Antoine. I'm seeing one vision for the final choice. Good, okay. Now we can actually put the vote up. Thank you, everyone, for suggesting different options so I can put a vote up. What does Imperial Prerogative do for Nomads? So for Nomads, Imperial Prerogative gives you 15% elite job efficiency, which is honestly so sucky, and then +2 official capacity. It's possibly the worst thing Nomads could take now. Like, not 100%, but, like, possibly. Let's grab that. Currently, Tech Ascendancy is winning on Twitch. On YouTube, Mastery of Nature is winning, though. Ooh, activate the machine. Best leave it alone. We don't know what it does. It could be problematic, so we shouldn't be evil and press a button if we don't know what it's going to do, you know? And we'd also leave the space of people that may not want us. I'm going to do that, too. I'm going to come here and build some way stations. Yeah, you could have a hydroponics bay, couldn't you? And a trade hub. Fingers on the scale for Tech Ascendancy, says 7 Tucker, which means Tech Ascendancy currently has 37% to Mastery of Nature's 41 on YouTube, but on Twitch, Tech Ascendancy does have 47% of the vote. There have been about 15 votes on Twitch and 50 votes on YouTube, so it's all to play for still. Another minute or so left on that vote. Let's grab Carefree there. I'll tell you what I need right now. What I need right now is civilian industry. Yeah. Let's see if our friends, our neighbors who are friendly with us, will allow us to get some communications. Of course, we will pay them for their time. Tech Ascendancy has ended up winning on YouTube with 39% of the vote. It just sneaked ahead of Mastery of Nature by with 38, and it won on Twitch with 55, meaning we're now Tech Ascend. We're going to go Tech Ascendancy. Oh, the Traveling Viviscandians. Let's get an embassy with them and improve relations. Because why not? 5,000. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a big ship, isn't it? I mean, it's a military one, but that's quite a big one compared to what we've got. Ruh-roh. Can I get a wayline pact with these guys? Not yet. Okay, fine. Can I improve relations with them? I can. Okay, we'll do that as well. Let me grab that one. And oh, no. Tech Ascendancy. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Cool. Tech Ascendancy is done. Right, we're now going to have... First, we're going to do a vote on this stuff, on a tradition. Then we'll do the Ethics Commissar. Currently, I have jotted down Krishnath and Katracine. Were there any nominations I missed, chat? If there were, let me know. If there were anyone who got nominated by someone else that I missed. Start chatting about the next tradition. Yes, it will be a free and a fair election with lobbying. Ahem. I'm seeing prosperity being mentioned. Is this one over here? What else? What else could we do? We could do supremacy. That's not terrible, you know. Commerce I'd be into. I could get behind commerce. Archivism I'm seeing, and commerce. Archivism would be good for actually getting dig sites. Subterfuge isn't inherently evil, I don't think. You know, spying is not evil, especially if they're evil, you kind of need to spy on them, I think. And I'm also seeing statecraft. That's the 4. And after this, we'll have the Ethics Commissar vote. Let's get that poll up for our... Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down in your voting booths and make sure your opinion is known. Remember, though, you have to have served to be a citizen. Thank you for the hydrate, Darth Sasquatch. Oh, you nominated Krieg because Ethics Commissar Krieg, reasonable. Spying on your allies spying on allies would be evil. Absolutely agree on that one. Can't spy on your allies. Oh my god, we've made it 71. Number. Go up. Tell me they've got more alloys. Oh my god, they've got more alloys. Uh, 50 fleet size. We have a fleet of size 50. Yeah, let's do it. We're just going to upgrade the ships. How long have I got before I need to be there? 248 days. Okay, we're going to participate in the Champions Forge Live. An event that involves no killing. No killing. No killing. You cannot nominate yourself. No. I'm going to grab an arc furnace as well now, and then we're going to start upgrading these systems too. Because why wouldn't I? Currently, Statecraft is winning on Twitch and on YouTube in the vote. Will you take responsibility if someone dies during the battle? So there will be no deaths. They've got special non-deathy things. Look, we've been told it's a fair contest, which doesn't involve any dying. So it's like a reenactment basically, which we... Oh crap! I forgot to send my fleets. No, quickly. 9, 6, 5. No! Oh, I didn't make it. Well, we didn't even participate anyway. So that's something. I guess. Huh. Okay. Well, I didn't want to participate. Like that one episode of Rick and Morty. Yes, exactly. It's deathless. Did that say Beth aliens next to Jerry aliens? The Beth aliens. Yes, there they are. The Beth aliens. I don't see Jerry aliens. But there is the Beth aliens. I'm happy with Statecraft. Statecraft would be a good shout, actually. You know, I don't mind that one. How am I able to do this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How am I doing this dig site? Is that because they have open borders with me, so I can steal their dig sites? Okay. I will accept. Not theft. It's just good business. And Statecraft has won on Twitch and on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to vote next for our commissar. Where's Statecraft? There it is. Ba-boom. Right, ethics commissar. So I'm just going to write out for everybody, just so you know what the ethics commissar can do before you put the vote in to choose who you want to have. That is what the ethics commissar's power will be. The ability to judge goodness with the power to veto an evil vote, but only if Twitch agrees it's a question of good and evil. Your choices are Krishnath, Katracine, and Krieg. Before I put this up, please give a little speech. It can be one sentence. It could be a whole paragraph. You know, you could chat GPT it. I don't mind. But give me a little speech to read out on your behalf to let everyone know why they should vote for you as their ethics commissar. Krishnath, Krieg, and Katracine. Do I have to pay the upkeep for that? You know what actually sucks? If I have to pay the upkeep on that... I think I have to pay the upkeep on that Dyson Swarm. That's annoying. I built it, but I should force the local empire to pay. That seems fair. Yep, fair to me. Let's grab exotic lab stuff. And then Arc Ship Engineering so we can upgrade the damn Arc Ship. Krishna says, I am a dragon. You can rely on me to be ethically superior to humans. Well, are you ethically superior to the good guys, hey? And there doesn't seem to have been a speech from... Oh, Catracine has a speech. As an ethics student, I believe I have the ability to represent you on an ethical basis. I'm open to your opinion on all decisions. If you can convince me something is immoral, I will act on it. Krieg, are you here? Oh, and Catracine has added, I am here to represent the people and maintain ourselves as the good guys. Krieger said, we vowed to send the rule of law into the stars and to ensure all sentient beings are afforded the right to exist and pursue their life's goal and dreams. It is my sacred duty to uphold this vision. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, start your voting. Also, wow, layered atmosphere. That's pretty good. Wow, okay. I like that spot. Actually, I want a wayline pact with these guys. Why can't I get a wayline pact yet? Ah, I can. The Divine Magonan Assembly declared war on the Ralaketh entity, and we condemn this most strongly. Our condemnation is big. Bigly. The bigliest. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support horse attack. So how's the vote going? Currently, Krieg is winning on Twitch with 67% of the vote and on YouTube with 56%. Ice Wolf says, if you convince me, I'll do it. Makes sense, though, universally. Everyone, if you convince them. Edem from Edemland is publicly stating their support for Krishna. I think we should declare... Wait a minute. We've made the space racist like us. I'm not sure that's good, though, to be honest. And I can't believe the pacifists have declared a war of aggression against their neighbors. Like, what is happening here? Let's grab some adaptive bureaucracy. Okay, you get a mining array. You get a research observatory. Perfect. Perfect. Where's Electra? 14. Oh, there. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good system. Krieg is in war. That doesn't sound very good. What? No, it's fine, effing King. I think colonial bureaucracy next. What am I missing here? I don't really need capacity subsidies. Let's grab diplomatic grants. And farming subsidies couldn't hurt. And I'll issue a recycling campaign and an education campaign. Crap, we're running out of these things. Perfect, perfect. We've solved the problem. Ah, we've already got... What? Yeah, I want the processing bay. Do I want to spend on that upgrade already? Yeah, go on. Valuable minerals to be harvested. Okay. You had me at valuable minerals. I tell you that for nothing. Right, let's find out where the... Where is it? Over there. Yeah, you know what? You got it, friend. What? Why can't I harvest it? What? That's an annoying little interaction. So it wants me to harvest Fargus 2, but I can't harvest Fargus 2 because it's got the Chthonian planet modifier, I think. So that's a contract that can never be completed. So I just have to abandon it. That's annoying. That's the kind of little bug that the game's got a lot of. Right, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to your new Commissar of Ethics, Krieg. Krieg, do you want to give a little speech on your victory? A little victory speech, if you will. We will open our arms to the people and then streamline the departments. Can we get communications from you? Yes, good. Right, take some trade in exchange. Perfect. How are these folks? They can probably give us some communications as well. Yes! For a little bit of trade? Perfect. A fair exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, the presidency is passed on to the United Dotharian Coalition. We are no longer presidents of the Federation. Yes, I'd love an embassy with you. The Vran Galactic Block. Would you like an embassy? You've already got one. Like you read my mind. Tell you what. I tell you what. Just gonna buy a few caravan coins. Not too many. You know, not too many. It's fine because I can just buy more energy. Look, we're just boop boop. Look, we're back into high again. Not a problem. It didn't even. I'll buy a few minerals as well. See, no problem. Right. Now I'm going to open a special box. Damn it. Krieg says, it is an honor to be elected to service, and I promise you I shall represent our people and ideals to my fullest extent. We found a massacre. Ethics Commissar, that was a massacre. It was very bad. Ooh, a Grand Archive. I mean, I could, couldn't I? Now let's grab that first. Why is it saying I can upgrade? I can't upgrade. That's weird. Okay. You get a way station. And you're going to get a way station. Overall, this seems mostly good. I'm about to connect up most of the way stations, I think. Touch wood. Right, well, we've got robot civilians. Okay, build another one of these then. No, don't build it that way. Build it that way. Yeah, that's better. Gambling is evil. No, 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 no. I was utilizing resources to uncover some specialized space phenomena. Of course. I wasn't gambling. I wouldn't do that. Come now. Come. I think the first console should just win that again. Handily. Wait, why are these waylines? Oh, it's not connected because I need one more. Ugh, and I'm maxed out. Okay, fine. The end of the Liverian Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want some Fs in chat for the Liverian Republic. We couldn't save them. If I could save them, I would have done, but I didn't even know they existed until just now, and I mourn their loss. I mourn their loss. I want to see some Fs in chat. We just saw an entire civilization vanish. Who they were, where they came from, why we cared. All those kind of questions are just lost to the mists of time. But I want some damn Fs. Thank you for the Fs. I appreciate you. The Matrine Stars, yes. The Interstellar Malvatians, yes. Give me more. You get an embassy. Oh, the Pobolin Progenitors. Wow, Xenophilic Progenitors. We've got a nice galaxy. A friendly galaxy. Right, I'm going to unemploy the enforcers because I don't bloomin' need them. I'm going to force the artisans to get to work. Oh god, the universal macrophage. Destroy it. Monstrous. Evil. Fear not, we have saved them. See, we need to be more proactive in protecting others. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. There's a... What the hell is this? What? Why are we at war? Well, I'm rolling back. I didn't even do a thing. Wait a minute. I'm rolling back a moment because I didn't even accept a war. I didn't even see it in the top of the screen. Was it there? Oh, it was there. Right, okay. Vote no. We're not going to war with a perfectly peaceful entity. Ridiculous. I mean, unless, I suppose, the Commissar were to force us to do that. Right? We're not going to go to war with them. They're not evil. Right? The Ralaketh, right? I can't even offer them association status, and they wouldn't accept anyway? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Let's grab a chemical plant. And I'm feeling research observatory. Where's my... Oh, I never built one there. That's why I don't have one there. Yep, that would check out. Okie dokie. Processing and mining for the alloys and the exotic gases. Then we destroy the macrophage. Cool. What are their traits? Ralaketh entity are neural vaults and one mind. They're just a nice little fun little hive mind, okay? 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 Wait, what's Krieg said? Wait, no. Krieg didn't say that, Dem. A significant data leak has occurred exposing sensitive information and crucial security details to the public. The files include schematics of military installation, details of neural interface experiments, and proof of surveillance of several prominent figures in the opposition. Well, Baron Victor Jaredon is going to be dismissed for having surveyed the opposition, because that's evil. Now, Baron Victor Jaredon is really good, but we are being the good guys, and he's been caught in a Watergate, and therefore he has to resign. Oh, that didn't feel so good. But it was the right decision. I didn't like it. Let's grab holographic casts. Oh, there's nothing left for me to do. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Join the war for 25,000 trade and 5,000 alloys. If I wasn't playing the good guy right now... If I wasn't playing the good guy right now... So, let's just think about this. Let's just see if we can negotiate. Hold on. Because that's 5,000 alloys and 25,000 trade. Okay. Now... They're currently at war with the Magonan. Which war is it? I mean, all of their wars. Ooh. So the Estrellas Uprising is not a war I want to join them in, okay? They've clearly... Oh, wait, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a reasonable, justifiable war. This one's reasonable. Everybody shut up. So, the Ralaketh entity are currently at war with the Magonan, and they're defending a war, and that's unjustified. That war's evil, but the other war they're in is the Estrellas Uprising, and the Assembly of Estrellas is a nation of fanatic egalitarians. Oh, they're racists. Oh, for God's sake. But racists still have rights. They are a parliamentary system, and they do have an idealistic foundation, and they are fanatic egalitarians. I think I might have to consult with the Commissar of Ethics. So the point is here, maybe we should be defending the Assembly of Estrellas from being slaves under the Ralaketh entity. Now, we shouldn't be attempting to take anything from the Ralaketh, but I think we should be defending the rights of these individualist sapients. I'm tying myself in a loop here. Am I like just doing this for the money, or is this reasonable? Am I being reasonable? No, but I mean, look, the Assembly of Estrellas are going to be wiped out by the Ralaketh. Slaved or purged, okay? Okay? The Assembly may be purging and enslaving aliens, but the Ralaketh are definitely purging or slaving the Estrellas. They have a right to independence. They have a right to not be slaves or purged. And by joining the war, we can ensure that the Ralaketh entity aren't wiped out. We won't go too far. Krieg? Talk to me, what do you think? Is this good guy behavior? Let's deny our Fed the war and then join... No. So our Federation war was one of conquest to wipe out the Ralaketh. The Ralaketh have a right to exist as well. We should just join the Estrellas in their right to exist, which is very different to going on a conquest war against the Ralaketh. Conquest war against Ralaketh, evil, right? Defending the liberty and independence of a primitive nation that don't have the ability to defend themselves. I mean, what could be more noble? Yeah, enslavement is pure evil. No species shall be purged or eradicated. We must stand up for the rights of these people. Crap, we can't do it because we're in a federation. So what I'm going to do is offer to join war instead. You can't join wars if you're in a federation. Well, we actually... So I think we should be fighting on the side of the Estrellas, but we physically cannot join them. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a resource. We're going to give them food to feed their people. We're going to feed the people of the Assembly of Astraeus. We can't fight their fight, but we can feed their children. Ladies and gentlemen, we're feeding the children. We can't take that contract anyway. Can't do any military contracts, apparently. So being in this federation has prevented us from assisting a primitive nation. Yet we're forced to let the war happen. We can't join this war because of Federation law. Now, the important thing to remember here is the Assembly of Astraeus are not... let's establish an embassy, and let's see if they'll give us a sensor link. They're not actually under threat right now, I don't think. Let's check. Like, because... yeah, they're winning. The Assembly of Astraeus are winning, damn it. They don't need our assistance. Oh, they might end up becoming a monster. Oh, God. We are in a military federation, yes. What about toys? Yeah, we should give them some toys for their kids, that's true. We'll send some Jeff pads. There you go. My hands are kind of tied by the Federation law, though. Yeah, it is. But even though it's a military fed, that doesn't allow us to just join. We've done that contract. Good. Is this thing even going anywhere? Well, I said it to automate and it's literally doing nothing. Huh. Okay. We'll upgrade you and you. And you. Should we take them on as a subject for their protection? No, and we can't even guarantee their independence. So there's a lot of things that I would say are good guy actions that we are physically limited from doing because we're in the Knights Who Say Ni. And bureaucracy is preventing us from actually assisting, which... maybe this game gets condottieri. I think that could help. If they become a monster, then we shall deal with what they do. That's true. So at the moment, the wars happening are not so significant that they're not kind of reasonable, I don't think. Like, this war between the Divine, Magona, and the Ralaketh is actually basically a proxy war. Nothing's really happening. No one's fighting. Not really, anyway. They're just sitting there at the edge. Trying to get the galactic community up and running. Tell you what, it's not easy. What I really want is more alloys, though. Is it possible to get some more alloys from you folks? Do you have any spare? Oh, you do. Oh, you do. You've got 5,000. I need that many. Screw it. We're going to sell everything. Yeah. This will allow us to upgrade the Ark ship, and I need that upgrade. Let's do it, baby. Bureaucracy, the true final evil. Also, paradoxically, the sign of true civilization, says Garak. I think that's true. Bro, those robots have alloys for days. They do. I think that's partly because they're getting like a bunch in space just all the time. Wait, how can I get access to that? I want the minor artifact. What can give me... Oh, this can... Oh, we've already got one. Oh, good. We're getting minor artifacts now. Lovely. Wait, what does that take to upgrade? Just 64 alloys. Yes, of course I'll upgrade for just 64 alloys. Why didn't you say so? Now, given the Ralaketh have been doing mean things to the Assembly, maybe it was just a bit of a misunderstanding. It's hard to say what happened over there. Without more information, it's hard to condemn either side in this war. I don't want to upgrade the Dyson Swarm yet because it's just so expensive. 5 alloy upkeep. I mean, come on. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You crazy sausage, you. What? They're eating them. No, we can't allow this, can we? We can't allow them to be eaten. These are sapient individuals. They cannot be kept as livestock. I implore the consul to demand swift and immediate retaliatory action to liberate the people of Vestreus. Please, Twitch console, please use your great power. Twitch console says, I say we go to war. Ladies and gentlemen, the Twitch console has called for war, and war we shall have. The time is 10 minutes past the hour. That is their right as Twitch console. Yeah, they're literally eating the sapients. We're going to war. We're going to war right now. I'm going to set to Liberation Wars. Can I do one of these? I need to remove the leader doing... Right, let's remove you. So you harm relations, declare rivalry. How did they lose that? They were... Oh, the Ralaketh... How... I swear the Ralaketh were losing that war. I don't know how they managed to get Astreus back. I'm trying to work out how we can... Why do I have a truce? Why do I have a truce? Oh, from the Wayline Pact breaking. Really? That gives a truce. Well, we got to wait 10 years. I think it's the Wayline. The Commercial Pact shouldn't give you a truce. I think the Wayline Pact clearly gives you a truce. Huh. That's a pile of crap. And now, thanks to galactic bureaucracy, we must sit and watch as they eat children. They're eating children and adults too, I have to assume, but also children. This isn't just wrong, it's monstrous. And we will go to war as soon as it's possible, in a way that will hopefully liberate it for somebody. Nobody owns that system. How can I agitate for liberty? I mean, they've got 23% stability. They should liberate themselves soon. How could you attack these lovely creatures? These folks. And we're also recalling our embassy, because what they've done is monstrous. We've got quite a big galaxy, and we've just not found them. In terms of why does Galcom not exist yet? Right, destroyer. Let's get cruiser then. As soon as this is upgraded, I am going to be building some more districts. Actually, we'll start the building process now. Why not? Does like good guy plan involve passing all levels of the greater good resolutions? I think so. I think we have to for a fair, safe, and reasonable galaxy. Citarian Starcorp we met. Good. Let's give them some trade. Yeah, they like trade. Yeah, have some trade. And actually, I can also give them a little bit of exotic gases and rare crystals. And do they have something I can do? Yes, they do. Let's do that one. I will buy their specimen and keep it safe for them alongside their communications. They don't really have any. Right, well, I'll buy the specimen. No, we have closed the embassy with a Ranaketh entity because you are evil. You are evil. You don't even know what you do and you eat people. Law prevents anarchy, not bureaucracy, says Krishnath. Okay, so what I'd say there, though, is you need... The issue is the bigger a nation state or an not a nation, but the bigger an organization gets, the more bureaucracy you have. Just because you do. And you do need, like, you can't not have that bureaucracy at all. Because you need the bureaucracy to enforce all the rules, usually. I'm just running around doing a bunch of contracts right now to try and make everyone a bit happier. Planet Forgers, they seem nice. Oh, they're even associated with the Federation. Wow. Oh. Each of these gives plenty of jobs. Yeah, plenty of jobs. Cool. Harvest the space whale Tianki. They aren't sapient. We don't know that. They're very large creatures. I think they might be sapient. You've got no proof they're not sapient. In my headcanon, they are sapient. Don't you tell me that. Damn Twitch console over there telling me I should be harvesting space whales. What is this? What is this? Alright, what? We need another habitation deck, maybe? No, I think I'm going to turn Void Forges on for now. So we get more metallurgists from this Ordnance Engineering course. So because I need more metallurgists. Any plans to make a contract tier list based on the main playstyles for Nomads? Probably. It's not the highest on my tier list. Currently, at the moment, I've got... let's just bring the list up, damn it. Wait a minute, I'll bring the list up. For those of you wondering what we're playing, here we are. So, what's on my list for tier lists? So, what are we doing first? Where are you? Search. There it is. Right, yes. Okay, so... First up, I have Ascension Perks and Origins. That's first. Ascension Perks and Origins, because those are really out of date. Okay? Then, after Origins, Megastructures, because we need that for 4.3 needs a Megastructures tier list. Then I want to look at Species Traits. Then Civics, so that's 5 at the moment. That's what I've got there so far. When was the last time I did a Traditions tier list? I did a 4.1 Traditions tier list. That's only almost a year out of date now. Okay. But next up, so first we've got Ascension Perks and Origins, basically. That's what I'm doing first. Then Ascension Perks and Origins. Then Megastructures, because I want to redo that. We've not looked at Megastructures for about a year and a half. Just if you're wondering what's coming next. So, I was saying the Empire eating the people should be eating non-sapient species. Yeah, that's much more reasonable. Like, we still eat non-sapient species. No, we don't. We're energy gaseous beings. But if we weren't energy gaseous beings, we'd eat non-sapients. If we were eating anybody. Right, so let's pick a third Civic. Ladies and gentlemen, start hitting me with what you think we should take for our third Civic. I would recommend... I'd recommend Meritocracy. Starseekers is very good, though. Very good. Very, very good. Vaults of Knowledge could also be reasonable. Not hired guns. We can't even do the military contracts, so that's irrelevant. Distinguished Admiralty could also be good. We can't take secret cult, whatever, the secret societies. Where is it? SSS secret societies. You have to start with it. Yeah. You can't take it after the game started, so we can't do that. Starseekers is very broken. I think we'll be taking that right at the end when we come to fight the crisis. For now, no, but later on, yes. Distinguished Admiralty, okay. Catalytic processors, yeah, that can work. I'm seeing civil education. What's Caravaneer Masters do again? Somebody was asking, I think. So it gives us basically station capacity and a reduction to waste station build cost and upgrade speed. So yeah, it's helpful for the economy. I'll put Caravan Masters in for you. Okay, Free Haven has been demanded. I will swap out Catalytic for Free Haven. We're not doing Shadow Council. Shadow Council is evil. Distinguished Admiralty isn't evil. That means, you know, that the people doing the fighting and the dying are respected for it. No, but the Shadow Council would ensure that no evil would ever occur. We don't need to subvert democracy. That is because if you concentrate power like that, in the end, what you could end up having is megalomaniac power that is just disgusting and obliterates every vestige of non-power. Just saying. Just saying. The Ran Galactic Bloc declared war on the Ottogon polity. Oh, these are super racist. Yeah, no to the super racists. I mean, we'll send an embassy out because they've not done anything we know of evil right now, have they? I suppose. Really, no communication? I think because of the ring, we're kind of trapped behind something. Oh, they've got stuff. I want their stuff. They don't have any bloody communications. Damn it. I'll make them an offer they can't refuse. Okay, currently Free Haven and Caravan Masters are joint first on Twitch. On YouTube, though, Free Haven is winning with 41%. Second place is Distinguished Admiralty with 29%. Thank you for the hydrate, Orello. I will drink. Shared benefits moves up again. Okay. Got a way station there. And also a way station over here. Just so I can connect all this up. I do want to connect it all up. Connect the cuts. And I should probably look into building an arc furnace in this system. It said there was a molten world. Where is the molten world? Oh, there it is. Wow, that's a tiny molten world. You've banned that word. We're good guys after all. Why are we speaking of the others? Thank you, Theo. We get Grand Archive research on the table. You want to lobby Free Haven? Lobby Free Haven if you want to then, Emperor. We've still got another 2 or 3 minutes available to send in your super chat for lobbying. Free Haven is currently winning on YouTube and on Twitch. So you don't actually need to lobby it, though. Just saying. Oh, the station cap is fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm going to lobby 46 for Caravan Masters. I don't even have that much, do I? I have 32. Right, I'm lobbying 32 for Caravan Masters. Because I think I need the economy because I'm overbuilding way stations. But it's fine, it's fine. Would you look at that? Caravan Masters is now winning on YouTube with 53% of the vote. And on Twitch it's in second with 26, but there's been 48 votes on YouTube and only 19 votes on Twitch. So, still all to play for. Let's get an exotic gas refinery. And upgrade both of these energy nexus places. Right. The first consul is going to get re-elected. Are they close to dying? Yes. Oh, God. Okay. Well. That's not great. Okay. Oh, this is a really hard choice. So, war proposal for the Ralaketh. It's already been declared we have to go to war, but this is a conquest war. I don't know what's been claimed. That system hasn't been claimed. This system has. That hasn't. So, in essence, the only thing this war is going to achieve, it won't. This war I think we have to say no to, and let me run you through why. This war will not be freeing the livestock of Astraeus Prime. That is not something it will be doing. All we're going to do is conquer, enslave, and aid in the conquest, enslavement, and possible purging of these drones. I don't think... But it's not... But we're not punishing the bad people. We're just punching them in the face. And that's Freehaven 1 on Twitch. But on YouTube, Caravan Masters is 1 with 56% of the 54% of the vote. Caravan Masters came second on Twitch. That does mean I can take Caravan Masters. So I am taking Caravan Masters, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to my lobbying, Caravan Masters is 1. Huzzah! I'm kind of out of that though. You define war as punching in the face. Well, it's not exactly punching in the face, but it's much worse than that. You know, it's not so good. So, all we're going to be doing, but an eye for an eye would make the world blind. We aren't the good guys if our solution to someone enslaving and purging is to start enslaving and purging. We have to be better than that. But enslaving and purging is not like that's so. I refuse. With being the good guys, I refuse to enslave and purge. I refuse. I don't care what's going on. I will not be enslaving. I will not be purging. Okay? And I cannot add my own war goal. No. The only war goal we can do. Oh, declare rivalry. I can't even declare war because we have a truce for 4 more years. We cannot make them a vassal state. Not yet, anyway. Right? I'm voting no on that one for now. But also, so if we make them a vassal, what are we doing there? You've purged and enslaved. The solution is now you pay taxes? That doesn't seem like we've actually solved the problem either. We can't use Liberation War because we don't have planets. As a nomad, we actually have basically no options to actually attack other empires. It's for that kind of role. So this war, we can't claim anything. So all we can literally do is, if we were to take yes to that war, we would take this planet. We wouldn't. Our allies would take this planet, and they would then either enslave or purge the Ralaketh, depending on the species rights set up by that neighbor. Actually, having said that, it's the United Authorian Coalition. Yeah, no, they'd be on the purgers. Oof, they'd be on the purgers. That's wrong. Okay, I'm never going to be saying yes to purging or slaving anyone. I'm using an executive level veto to just nope the crap out of that one. Oh, apparently it stinks on the Oakley Dokley. God damn it. Got a Grand Archive. And I'm not in charge of the purging rights. I can't see what the United Authorian Coalition have set up. The Justican Stellar Hegemony... I mean, they're a little bit authoritarian. What's their living standards like? Oh, God. Well, we need to ban stratified economy. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, okay, right. There's our Federation of the Knights who say me. What's the good one we're going to do, though? So I started this stream out by explaining that in order to maintain our goodness, I do have to take certain executive rights so that I can maintain the goodness of our nation, okay? And so we don't get caught up in the ways of evil. And I will maintain the rights and privileges of all sapient life. This is a small evil that we have to accept for the greater good, okay? Because if I don't take that executive right and we just have free democracy, we will end up doing evil things. So I need to basically stop that. Damn it. No, it's not a full dictatorship. No. So basically, if something is evil, it's not. I'm just not allowing it to be voted on because I'm like, no, that's just evil. It's a small evil we have to engage with to stop chat members from trolling. Exactly. I'm not pulling a Palpatine. That's not what's happening here. Be not afraid. Maybe I can send that science ship around and do a bit more. I could grab some more alloys, couldn't I? Why not? I think Montu needs to start exporting the people's democracy. Yeah, okay. Can I declare so we can do impose ideology. The problem is because these folks are a hive mind, I can't impose ideology on them. We need a galactic body. We need the Galcom. If we had the Galcom, we could sort all this out. I've almost connected the way lines into one mega way line. And then it will be perfect. Right, crystalline plants. I need that. Thank you. I'll grab a little mining bay. A little hydroponics bay as well. Why not? In the meantime, you can set an underground railroad up and do the spy thing to get people. Yes! Yes, we can set up an underground railroad and use spies to get people out. That is a very smart move. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Oh, they have strong encryption. Apparently our people are bumbling baboons when it comes to actually trying to assist with the getting out of others like that. Huh. Okay, let's also set you to collect. Oh, there's somebody here to meet. Hopefully I can fly through the Fallen Empire. They like us. Ooh! Can I get resources from them? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can. What do they want? What do they want? What do you want? Got some living metal. Well, they've even got living metal and stuff. Oh my god, yes. 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 Right, it's... Problem is, they don't really... The problem is they don't actually give me a good deal on it. So, if we did a humiliate against the Ralaketh, we'd also be getting the claims. Our neighbors would, which means they'd be taking this system and doing mean things to it. Like, I'd love to be able to do the things we're kind of talking about here, but it's just not very possible. Oh, somebody overcame their first death. They're on their second lease of life. Good. Good. We don't need as many enforcers. Let's reduce that. We do need more bureaucrats. Tell me it's pretty much full now. Okay, good. I'm going to grab another civilian industries, though. Oh, I am over the cap. That's not so great. Oh, wait, no, I needed that one. Damn it. Right, I'll build it again. I'm smart. Well, just edge your way around them. You'll be fine. We're just on a street corner holding a sign saying free liberation this way. Basically. We need some... I need some form of, you know, some ability to get my people to be able to be good at espionage. Alright, I'll grab synthetic crystal plant as well. Upgrade the gene clinics. Yeah, we might as well do that. Reduce pop amenities usage. That sounds good. Is there a pulsar anywhere? I haven't seen a pulsar. Oh, we can do deep scan. We can deep scan. Yes, okay. Right, deep scan there. Deep scan here. Deep scan there. Scan there. Deep scan it all, baby. All right, we made it. We made it. Let's fly through the Fallen Empire and let's see where we're at. The Fallen Empire know how noble and just we are. Exactly. Even the Fallen Empire Might and also that's a this is a good guy Fallen Empire because they're fanatic xenophiles. Like they see us and they're like, oh, game sees game, you know. What else can I pop down here? Resource silo, hydroponics bay. That sounds reasonable. Wait a minute. No, they have closed their borders to us, haven't they? No, they haven't. Oh, beautiful. They can use a demarcation. Why? Because I'm in their space, maybe? I'll just leave. We'll do Champions Forge live some other time. We're not sure on the safety of it. Is there a xenophobic Fallen Empire in the galaxy as well? I'm not sure. So far, I think we've only seen the enigmatic observers. Yes. Just gonna open a reliquary quickly. There was nothing in it, but that's fine. There was no problems there. The Ralaketh entity want me to bombard my ally. How about no? Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Weirdos. Well, we're gonna get encryption, but I really want decryption. Hello, Josh Dunn. Thank you for your support. What have you said? Hello, Montu. I love watching your gameplay. I was wondering if you have any helpful tips for someone who can only play really good machines, but not anything else. Who can only play really good machines. I mean, honestly, I think that individualist machines are better than Gestalt. But yeah. We are at the point now where we could declare this war. I really think it would be evil. We're not declaring this war. All we'll do with this war is just kill stuff. So yeah, individualist machines are better. Pose a ban on interaction with the Caravanseers? What? But the Caravanseers aren't evil. I'm just redistributing wealth to the needy. The Caravanseers told me that their children are going hungry because not enough people are buying from them. So that's something. That definitely, you can trust me on that. Yeah, but this war, we just can't do it in a moral, reasonable way. So I think it's actually illegal because we'd be causing genocide, and I'm not declaring a war to do a genocide. That's just stupid. We aren't those people. We aren't those people. Do you hear me? There's a lot of things we might be, but we're not those people, all right? And we will never be those people. We are playing the good guys, and I will die on this hill, regardless of how sharp and pointy the edges are. Okay, we're starting to get a bit of a economic death spiral coming online. We don't have enough alloys to build another ship. We need more ships, but problems. Oh, God. It's because I'm not harvesting resources. If I could just harvest resources, we'd be golden. Right, I think I know what to do. No, not harvest resource. Well, build megastructure, arc furnace. We're going to put an arc furnace in Electra. Protect our children from the evil of gambling, says Dreadnought. Okay, gambling could be evil, I suppose. That's not entirely untrue, I guess. 3, 2... Why am I using so many minerals? On what? Okay, the dark... Oh, the others... So, the other Fallen Empire is the dark continuity. That's why no one's been met. Everyone's blocked. What do you mean we're running out of minerals? I'm not running out of minerals. I've got operational reserves. Huh? What? The game's having an aneurysm. Give me a moment. Stupid game. It's time to purge the galaxy and bring democracy to everyone. No, you see, you use the P word, purge. We don't do the whole genocide thing because that's evil. And we're trying very desperately to not be evil. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I think I'm going to add in enduring to make our people... Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, let's add in enduring. And let's just add enduring for now, actually. Yeah. But we're not going to... We're not going to force people to become to get this enduring upgrade. We're just making treatments available for everyone if they'd like to live longer. They don't have to. All of our leaders took the enhancement bonus first. How funny, of course they did. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the vote is yes. I am now banned from trading with the Caravanseers. That's in the law. It's in the law list. Okay. Oh, being the good guy is so difficult. My hands are so tied. Like, there comes a point, right, where the evil of this kind of livestock situation becomes so great that we actually have to wipe out somebody else to deal with it. But, again, that's not so great. Like, I don't want to do that. When the suffering becomes too great. How can we remove that Caravanseers ban? We can't do that today, because once the law's been proposed, we can't remove it the same day. But next session, which is either going to be tomorrow or it might be Thursday, then we can do it. I would argue that drug usage is not inherently evil, and I would point out to that inherently evil. Obviously, I'm not saying that people can't really ruin their lives through drug use, obviously, but I would argue that for thousands of years, people have taken mind-altering substances to feel different things, and it's only in the last 80 years that we've legislated against it, and mostly banning and making drugs illegal has caused misery, suffering, and the flourishing of international illegal drug operations that don't pay tax, operate in the shadows, and are evil. Like the drug cartels are super evil. Is it 100 years now? Something like that. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, I mean, like drug cartels, organized crime. I think we can all agree that organized crime, that kind of organized crime, is super evil. There's so much suffering because it's outside the realm of the law. There's also no taxes being paid, etc. How many votes do we need to make the Galcon? We just need to find enough people. Right, here's another person to do. Let's keep flying around. Oh, that way. That's the way to go. Banning drugs is more evil than using them. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, some people have really, really ruined lives due to drug addiction. The Dr. Dictator Cyber Corporation. There it is. These folks are evil, and we might have to do something about them. This is an empire submitted. This is an empire made by one of our lovely patrons. And experimental sentencing, mining guilds. Not so great. Remember, in the nations that have legalized cannabis, gang-related crime dropped by roughly 80%, as did drunk driving. Drunk driving dropped. Holy crap, that's surprising, actually. Why did drunk driving drop? To be fair, did what would it be called? Cannabis driving increase? I imagine maybe it did. Ah, they're suspicious of us. Well, we can get rid of their suspicion almost instantly by giving them some food. Oh, and Sol's over there. That's nice. How are they still suspicious? We just gave them all the food. Come on, wake up. There we are. Neutral. Establish an embassy. And hand over your relic. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I think Portugal have got it right, where Portugal have decriminalized all drugs, and they found that the incidence of, like, drug-related crime, the incidence of, for personal usage, not for selling. And I think that's kind of a reasonable way to go. I think, personally, I think that a full legalization of everything so that it can be regulated and taxed would be good. Taxation is good generally. You know, I'm in favor of taxing these kind of things. And I'd like it to be regulated. If people are going to make substances, it should be regulated so that they can be safe for the people that are going to use them. Because if people want to use... What? Wait, we're at war? How long have we been at war? Huh? The Ottoman polity are defending... Wait, when did this happen? The United Atharian Coalition. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a war, baby. Oh god, it's with the Northerners. It's... Please tell me it's to impose ideology. Please tell me it's to impose ideology. Please. Holy crap, they're getting blasted. There's arc ships flying around and everything. The narcotics trade is extremely evil, known by anyone involved. Yeah, no, I completely agree. The organized crime stuff is awful. Did they buff Defender of the Galaxy? Massively. It's now an entire perk path. Right. Actually, we've been going for 4 hours now. I need to go to bed. So, end of day 1 there, ladies and gentlemen. We've just been dragged into a giant interstellar war. And I can't believe I'm saying this. We're fighting to save the space super racists. I suppose they're pacifists. Like, these folks are really rude, but they're not actually evil. Civil education, fanatic, xenophobe, pacifists. They're just really racist, but actually they're not, like, attacking aliens or conquering aliens because of their pacifism. So that's kind of okay. On their side is these folks... against us, we've got the actual mean racists with selective kinship. We've got the Vran Galactic Bloc, who are kind of actually nice. I don't really know how they got dragged into all this. Who else are we at war with? And the Traveling Ammonican, who are catalytic processing merchant. They look evil, and they also do seem to be a bit not very nice. Maybe they're not inherently evil, but they're not very nice. They just want to build a war. No, they're currently trying to conquer. No, they're trying to vassalize the Ottoman polity. So it's a tax situation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we might be back tomorrow. Otherwise, it's not tomorrow. It might be Thursday. We've got some family friends visiting for a couple of days who are visiting the country, so I'm not going to be probably live in the evening until quite late if I do go live. All right, I've been Montu. You've all been wonderful. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today and joining me for this new campaign. I am going to try and be the good guys. If you've watched this live, wait a minute till afterwards and let me know how you thought we did day one, whether or not we've maintained our good guy nature. Have we done anything you think is actually evil? If so, please give critique and reasons for why you think it's evil so that I can at least defend our nation and explain why I don't think what we've done is evil. I think so far we've been the good guys. Also, if you've not watched live, if you're a deader, as I lovingly like to call you, please also let me know down in the comments. There's going to be a playlist, so if you're a deader, just check out eventually in the description when we've got all of these together. I'll put a link to the playlist and you can watch the whole thing together and let me know if you think we've been the good guys, because that's the goal here. Goodness. All right, you've all been wonderful. Good night, everybody.